Like my story?
No, not your story, a story. Since you can't keep your mouth shut long enough for me to read my paper, tell me a story.
I don't think I know any stories.
You don't know any stories?
No.
All right, I'll tell you a story. This is a newspaper, right? It's 90% bullshit, but it's entertaining. That's why I read it, because it entertains me. You won't let me read it, so you entertain me with your bullshit. Tell me a story right now. Go. Wait.
What up, fight fans? We are back at it with another edition here at Round One Sports TV. I am always your host, Edwin. Where do all fights start? Round one. All right, we're here at the Liam Paro, Lewis Crocker fight. Lewis Crocker's 29 years old. Liam Paro's 30 years old. Um, both men came in fairly the same weight. This is for a title right here. So let me get just everything situated. Make sure you guys are hearing me loud and clear before I start calling this fight. I just happened to wake up and catch the fight, and I was like, oh shit, I didn't miss it. I jumped on real quick. I was like, oh, let's watch this fight then. Look at Liam Barrow. He got the down under what was his name? Crocodile Dundee. He got the Crocodile Dundee look going. Hey, yo, and it's working for him too. He got that Crocodile Dundee uniform. Yo, that shit is. I like that. Hold up. All right, where? All right. Okay. Let's get this mic up. How we doing out there? We got this fight. We about to start this right here. Liam Paro. This is for the IBF. Hey, yo, listen. I like Liam Paro in this fight. I like Liam Paro in this fight. I got Liam Paro in the fight. I think that Liam Paro is gonna beat Lewis Crocker tonight. Lewis Crocker looks tough. You know that them last two fights, Patty Donovan fights. Uh, you know, good fight for him, I guess. Hold up, hold up. I'm watching two different things. All right. So like Lewis Crocker right now, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking anything away from him. In fact, I was on the Boxing Voice, and a lot of guys from the UK were like, "Nah, Lewis Crocker's gonna beat me." I'm like, man, listen. One, this doesn't really mean too much. In a way, it doesn't. In a way, it does. Lewis Crocker ain't never left his hometown. He ain't never left over there. This is the first time he went to Australia to fight Liam Paro, which is crazy. And I think Liam Paro's about to keep that belt in Australia. We're about to see what Lewis Crocker's made of. I know what Liam Paro's made of. I've watched Liam Paro fight live myself in Puerto Rico against Subriel Matias. So I know what Liam Paro brings to the table. Um, I liked him in the fight with against Richard Hitchens. I think he lost a little focus. At that time, the adjustments that he should have made it wasn't really made. But yeah, I think overall, Lewis Crocker is a good fighter. I think overall, Liam Paro is just a better fighter, a slightly better fighter than Lewis Crocker in my mind. Now let's see if Lewis Crocker can come in here and be and still, I think that Lewis Crocker is a hell of a fighter himself. He's a champion, and he wants to prove that he can beat these guys. Liam Paro being a former world champion, because he was a former world champion coming into this fight right here. He did have a belt. He lost the belt. So by Lewis Crocker beating Liam Paro, it actually sets, look, I can beat these kind of guys. I can beat these former world champions, which they're former world champions and still active. Liam Paro is a dangerous fighter. And so Lewis Crocker, right now he has a chance to prove that he belongs here, that he is a champion. He's not the type of champion that just hid away in his country and they're going to take that belt and try to play keep away. He's over here in Australia right now defending the belt against Liam Paro. No fear, walking into enemy's territory. That's saying a lot about Lewis Crocker. So we're about to start round one. Liam, look at Liam. He got some new tattoo work done. Oh, these boys look serious. Yo, that down under short set he had in his trunks and everything. Yo, that shit was fire, bro. I like that. Crocodile Dundee. See, I grew up on movies like that. And round one starts. And quickly, both fighters take center stage of the ring. And Lewis Crocker is extending his hand. Liam Paro is trying to parry his eight hand. He just went upstairs, down. He went downstairs, upstairs with a good jab. One downstairs, one upstairs. Lewis Crocker coming forward. Liam Paro hits him with the straight right. Nice little straight right. Lewis Crocker looks to be the bigger of the guys. Liam Paro is moving very well right now. Like, very well. I like how he's using the jab. And he's not so forward like Lewis Crocker. Look at Lewis Crocker's. He's he's got his right shoulder up like this, trying to throw the right hand like I knew it. Yep. Okay. I think Lewis Crocker is going to try to overpower Liam Paro, and he's trying to pick his shots. And Liam Paro is just doing work right now. Lewis Crocker is trying to walk through his power as the bigger man. Nice. Come on, Liam Paro. Lewis Crocker doesn't seem to be phased by these punches so far. He's wearing them well right now. We're in the first round. So I thought that this would be a feel out process round. Both guys quickly going to work. And it is a feel out process round. They are feeling out each other, seeing each other's speed, power, movement, while applying a little pressure. Fight hasn't broke out yet. Liam Paro looks good. Pouring out the jab. Good body shot by Liam Paro. Nice 1-2 by Liam Paro. Flicking the jab. Lewis doesn't seem to be phased, though. Looks like to be the bigger guy in there. He's being patient. Lewis, oh, nice right hand by Lewis. Liam Paro, oh, another right hand by Lewis Crocker. He's sneaking that left hand over the top, too. Nice little left. Right over Liam Paro's jab. They tie up in the ring. Oh, I didn't even notice who the referee was. Now I just did. I'm so hyper focused on the fighters. That's a good referee right there. He's going to let you fight. He's going to let you fight. He's going to let you punch out of the clinch, you know. He's the type of referee that's going to he's going to let the action. He's going to let the fighters fight. He's definitely going to let the fight fight, but he will step in. He's a veteran referee. I like him in this fight right here. You can't say the referee's biased. He's from England or Scotland. Nah, he's a brother. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. You ever get those fights where you're fighting in Japan and the Japan fighter and the referee's Japanese, but the other guy's Irish? You don't feel that good now, do you? Right? So, yo, what up, baby? And we are in the second round. Did that say Bud? Yeah, Bud. What up? Bud, thank you for joining us here at Round One Sports TV. You know, I ain't got my glasses on. I can't see when it's up there, you know what I mean? But thank you for joining in. Ooh, nice, nice. Liam Paro, uh, he's doing good work. He seems to be the more active of the point because he has to be. He's got to keep Lewis Crocker. Nice body shot by Liam Paro. Man, Lewis Crocker, man, is strong. He's just big. He's just bigger than Liam, man. But let's see if these shots that Liam's hitting him is really hurting him. And he's just, he's got his poker face on. Lewis Crocker, these guys are trained not to show you if they're hurt. So sometimes you can't even tell if the guy's hurt. And Liam Parr might be cracking him. But Lewis Crocker is just coming forward right now. He's in the high guard and he's trying to walk Liam Parr down, putting a lot of pressure. He's making Liam Parr work, making him work. Liam Parr, yeah, the referee needs to say something about Liam Parr extending that hand and putting it on his forehead, though. You can't do that. But the referee, like I said, this referee is going to let you fight, man. He's going to let it go down. He's going to let it go down, baby. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, guys, do me a favor. Hit this like button for me. Come on, guys. You know where we at. We at round one. Liam Parr, nice uppercut on the inside. Lewis Crocker holds on. The referee steps in and he separates them. Liam Parr needs to keep his back off these ropes. And good body shot by Lewis Crocker. Lewis Crocker's coming forward, very aggressive in the high guard, allowing Liam Parr. What's that with the headbutt? Yo, Liam, you got to watch that, brother. No cheating here. We ain't getting down for that. I like you and everything, but don't look desperate to me. Nice. Liam Parr's got to not concentrate whether or not his punches are hurting him. Nice shot. Nice shot. Protect yourself at all times, Lewis Crocker. Yeah, Liam Parr. Let's go, baby. Come on. Liam Parr, you don't be discouraged that your punches don't feel like you're hurting him right now. Just keep topping the tree. Keep topping the tree. Lewis Crocker's just coming forward, relentless in the high guard, pushing forward, trying to snap Liam Parr in exchanges. He's getting close, allowing Liam Parr to throw, and he's trying to catch Liam in between. And that's where Lewis Crocker's success is going to be. He's just going forward, taking all the punches Liam Parr is throwing at him. He's just going to high guard and he's walking through them. And he's just trying to get close enough to Liam Parr to hit him with some of his hard punches like that. That's what he's doing right now. How we doing out there? What am I watching? I'm watching Liam Parr versus Lewis Crocker. They're out in Australia boxing right now. So it's an early fight. Out there it's nighttime. Out here it's the morning, because we're on the other side of the world. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to wake up and get the kids off to school and everything and come back and be able to watch this. But in fact, yeah, because I was rumored that it was going to start over here, like around 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. So I was like, I ain't. But I got up and I was like, oh shit, it's not even on yet. Let's watch the Liam Parr fight. Nice shot by Liam Parr. Nice left. Liam Parr's in the lefty. And he's snapping him. Southpaw. Bang! Nice straight left. Boom. Liam Paro spinning now. Lewis Crocker coming forward. Oh, nice uppercut on the inside. I think that, oh my God, he hit him with a left. Oh, you know, another straight. Liam Paro, oh, he took those punches well. Lewis Crocker is punching strong right now. Nice, Liam Paro. Liam Paro staying the course, though. He took some big shots by Lewis Crocker right there, bro. I know those shots hurt. He took some big shots. You see Lewis Crocker in the high guard just going forward, and you can just tell right away he knows he's the bigger man. He knows that well, he feels that he can just walk through Liam Paro's power. That's not definitive. It's the punch you don't see. Liam Paro catches him with a sneaky shot. He's gonna hurt Lewis Crocker. Lewis Crocker has the power to hurt Liam Paro. I've already seen it. I've already seen it. Liam Paro just got to stay the course. He's going to have to weather this storm. Oh, body shot by Lewis Crocker. Nice one on the inside. And Liam Paro strikes back with a 1-2 of his own. Three-piece combination. Clawing out the jab. He keeps the jab on the forehead right there. Lewis Crocker, that's his job to knock that shit down. You know, and then Lewis Crocker's come forward again with some strong punches. Nice right hand. Mm-mm. Lewis Crocker's powering out the jab. Nice. That's what Liam Parr has to do right there. Use his feet and his lateral movement and move out the way. Just don't stand in front of Lewis Crocker. He's got to, like right here, he had to move sooner. He's doing the right thing. He had to move just sooner. Nice, Liam Pardo. Nice, nice, nice. I hope you learned something from that round. The closing seconds of that round right there is exactly what Liam Pardo has to fight this fight. Can't just stand where he decided he was using his legs and everything in the beginning, but he wanted to find out how strong Lewis Parker actually is, in fact, right? So what he did was, you know, he moved around, but he stood there in exchange when Lewis Crocker went into the high guard. He met him. I think Liam Paul started to figure out he's a bit too strong still. You're gonna have to break him down. He's not gonna be that strong the entire fight. You're gonna know when to make your move. But Liam has to bring him to that point in the fight. You're gonna have to wear down Lewis Crocker a little, beat him up a little bit. You know, get him right where you need him to be, then make your move. All right. So I think Liam Paro, he needs to do a bit of what he was doing that last round, the last few seconds of the round. Hit, move, get out of the way. That can be exhausting. Uh, you know, you can implement it in moments in the fight, like he just did. You don't have to do it for the entirety of the round. You know, get out there like he's doing now. When you need it, get on your bike, use your feet, use your legs. Don't wait for him to get close. Keep the hand out, very frame. Liam Paul's working his jab now. He's not letting him get a nice little body shot. Now, see, right here at this moment, when he got his good work in, he needed to leave. He didn't need to stand there to let Lewis Crocker to put in. Oh my God, what the fuck is this? See, Lewis Crocker is making it rough. And he's in there trying to fucking take it to Liam Paro. Stay within yourself, Liam Paro. Oh shit. Nice fucking shot by fucking Lewis Crocker, bro. Good check uppercut. Lewis Crocker is just like a Terminator, and he's just walking forward, absorbing all these punches. He's laughing at Liam Paul right now, fucking laughing at him. You don't think that Liam Paul could hurt him? And I think he's trying the same thing that Richard Hitchens did to Liam Paro. When you let Liam Paro work, you have a lot of confidence. And when you can fuck with his confidence, when you're like putting a lot of pressure on him. And I think that Lewis Crocker is trying that with Liam Paro. Nice shot. Both men are exchanging beautifully right now. Lewis Crocker, a lot of pressure. Good shots. Liam Paro switching it up right now. Nice. Wow, Lewis Crocker swinging strong right now. Big shots. He's just coming forward, coming forward. And the Empire's got to stay strong. You got to stay strong. You got to work around this. Got to work around this. He might be swinging strong and big and everything, but you're stealing these rounds. Nice shot on the inside, but to close the round by Liam Paro. Landed that one. I think Liam Paro's winning this fight so far. How do you guys see it? Who do you guys see winning this fight so far? How do you guys got it? Sounds like Paro's winning though. Um, Paro is doing good work. He's doing good work. I think he's throwing the better of the punches. He's landing the intensity and of Lewis Crocker coming in, the way he's just blocking, flipping, and just keeps coming forward until he gets close. Then he starts firing on Liam Paro. He's got you can see he's a stronger puncher than Liam Paro. Liam Paro's a bit more slicker. But Liam Paro's gotta be careful. He's gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. He's gotta keep breaking down Lewis Crocker, the much bigger man. And here we are. We are on round 5 right now. And Liam Paro and Lewis Crocker take the center of the stage. And Lewis Crocker is stalking Liam Paro. He's going back. Liam Paro's using his legs. He's moving around the ring. Swings 1-2. Big time. Nice shot by Liam Paro on the up top. He hits Lewis Crocker. He switches it downstairs to the body. Hits him down. Lewis Crocker cracks a smile. Lets him know you did nothing. Lewis Crocker's coming forward. Liam Paro is not deterred. He's using his feet. Lateral movement. He's blocking right now. Nice shot on the up top check hook by Liam Paro. And then Lewis Crocker answers back with a good shot of his own over the top. Liam Paro switches it up. He hits the body shot. He's standing in front of him. Both fighters back and forth. Lewis Crocker comes down to the body. Liam Paro circling out, getting back to the center of the ring. Lewis Crocker popping the jab, going downstairs, putting a lot of pressure on Liam Paro. Liam Paro needs to get his back off those ropes. And a 1-2 gets him off the ropes. And another 1-2 puts Liam Lewis Crocker back. Lewis Crocker smashes at Liam Paro like you did nothing. 1-2 body shot downstairs. Liam Paro opens up with a punch of his own. And Lewis Crocker slaps him over the top. Lewis Crocker is relentless. He's coming forward. He's coming forward. Nice uppercut on the inside by Lewis Crocker. And Liam Paro ties up. He needs to get his back off these ropes, baby. Boom, boom. 1-2 from Liam Paro. Get out of this corner, Liam Paro. Get out of the corner. And then he uses his feet. There you go, son. He's moving his feet, staying on the balls of his toes. Snaps a little shot on Lewis Crocker. Lewis Crocker coming forward again in the high guard like this, coming up, down like that. Boom, boom. Lewis Crocker snaps 2 shots on Liam Paro. Referee comes up, breaks him up. Come on, guys, break up. And the center of the ring. We have 47 seconds in the 5th round. Nice shot by Lewis Crocker right there. Swings big, misses. Great shot by Lewis Crocker. Nice big right hand right over the top. But ooh, Come on. Here goes Lewis Crocker. A lot of pressure on Liam Paro. Oh, nice uppercut on Liam Paro in the corner. Yeah, baby. Get it together. Here goes. Uh, Louis. Liam Paro's on his bike, using his feet, lateral movement. Pop out 1-2. Nice 2 shots to Lewis Crocker. Lewis Crocker's coming in, trying to swing. Wow, he caught Liam Paro going out there. Lewis Crocker might have stole that round right there. He might have stole that round right there. How y'all doing this morning? Boxing and breakfast. We're having my coffee and some boxing. You know what I'm saying? You can't ask for a better morning. Yeah. A little violence in the morning with my coffee. Let's go. Sign me up. I think he might have stole that round, guys. Lewis Crocker. Liam Parr was doing some good work in that round. I think that Liam Parr was doing some good work in the beginning of the half of that round. I think Lewis Crocker landed the harder punches, um, more eye-catching shots where you saw Liam Parr's neck snap back in multiple sequences. Not only with that shot over the top that he hit him with, he snapped his back with an uppercut, all kinds of things. Here we are in the 6th round with Liam Parro, Lewis Crocker. Both fighters take the center of the ring. And Liam is on his toes, using the jab, the jab circling. Lewis Crocker once again goes into the high guard and is coming forward. Nice little sequence of combinations from Liam Paul right there on the inside. Nice little uppercut. Lewis Crocker, it's like Lewis Crocker is allowing Liam Paul to hit his shit off in the beginning half of the round and trying to close strong. Wow. There has been multiple incidents where Lewis Crocker has hit him like on the side of the head. That it feels like you're punching him in the back of the head. I see Liam Paul complaining about that. Here goes Liam Paul, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Come on, Liam Paul, give him a mic check. 1-2, 1-2. Let's go. Lewis Crocker swinging big right now. He's putting a lot of pressure on Liam Paul. He's throwing the 1-2, 1-2. Now Lewis Crocker's trying to get Liam Paul to stand in front of him. You can't stand in front of Lewis Crocker. He's got to use these angles, Liam Paro, and he's got to stay on this bike. You got to keep Lewis Crocker punching and overextending. Notice when Liam Paro is moving and Lewis Crocker is trying to chase him, he overextends on a little bit of the shots. But when he sees Liam Paro stay still, Lewis Crocker lets go. He lets go. No, that was a good shot, Lewis Crocker. Don't be a bitch. Come on, that wasn't no low body shot. It was borderline. These Scottish dudes, bro. Them dudes is tough. Lewis Crocker ain't going out like this. He ain't going out like no punk. And here comes Lewis Crocker. He's going forward. He's going forward. Liam Paro snapping out the jab. And nice. Liam Paro, 1-2 right there. See, Liam Paro got to do that right there. Get out the way. You can't allow Lewis to get his shit off too. Lewis, see how he sits down? Lewis was sitting down on that punch. He tried to come over the top right there on Liam Paro. Nice. I think Liam Paro won that round. I think he won that round. Where do you guys have it? I'm also watching the fight, commentating, but I can get lost in the action. Where if you guys are watching this fight at home or anything, what do you guys think this fight is? I actually think Liam Paro's winning the fight right now. I think it's 4-2 in my head. Um, I'm not sure. I just think that Liam Paro was doing better the work. He was landing a lot of shots, a lot of power shots still. Remember, guys, depending where you are and the judging in the fight, you could either be awarded, you know, effective punching or forward aggression. You know, um, so it's interesting. We are in the seventh round. The seventh round just started, and we are here at a world title fight for the IBF world title. Um, and we have Lewis Crocker versus Liam Paro. And Lewis Crocker is stalking Liam Paro right now. He's got him like he just he was in the corner. Liam Paro just spun out. They're both in the center of the ring right now. And this time it seemed the approach you see Liam make an adjustment. He's not moving unnecessarily. And now he's starting to do. Oh, he just got caught with a nice little left check hook over the top, and he's fading out. And Lewis Crocker caught him with a nice little shot. Liam Paro throws the 1-2, partially blocked by Lewis Crocker. Lewis Crocker's in that high guard again. Liam Paro starts to go to work, trying to punch through the high guard. Lewis Crocker's going forward. Forward, Liam Paro 1-2, 1-2. Slip by Lewis Crocker. Liam Paro's parring out the jab. Lewis Crocker is relentless, though. He's just going forward. You can see in his face when he starts to load up to punch strong against Liam. Liam's got to be smart. He's been against tough fighters like this, big, strong power punches like Subriel Matias. Oh my God, Liam Paro got caught big right there against the rope by his power hand. Nice rate straight. Ooh, I think that cut him. I think Liam. Yeah, I told you that was a good shot right there, bro. You know, and in boxing, you can be the better boxer, but if the guy can walk through your power, he doesn't have to be as skilled as you. He's just got to get close to you for you to deliver. And it doesn't seem that Liam Paro has enough to keep Lewis Crocker off of him or deter him from coming forward. It's showing here that Liam Paro doesn't have that particular thudding power. He might have power, it's just not thudding. It's not to the level where Lewis Crocker is thinking, let me not just walk into this in the high guard. No, he's been doing it all fight while coming straight forward, swinging strong. He's punching not where Liam Paro is, but where he think he's going to be. That's how Lewis Crocker's punching. He's not punching where the target is. He's punching over here where he thinks he's going to move into. Now, it's not a cut. It's like you know how when you pinch your hand or your finger or something in a doorway, and it leaves that red line, but it just doesn't cut. It's bleeding on the inside, but it just didn't bust through. That's how Liam's eye is. It's not cut. It's like if you pinch yourself real hard, and you get that. That's what it is. It's like right here. So he's not cut. It just gave the impression that I thought it was going to open up. He just moved up. Thank you. Where do I got it so far? Man, look, I think it might be 4-3. I mean, uh, mm, this is a close fight. So right now we are in the eighth round, and Liam Paro and Lewis Crocker stay to the center of the ring. Here goes Lewis Crocker applying a lot of pressure once again on Liam Paro. Liam Paro snapping out the jab. popping the jab, and Liam Paro hits him with a straight left. Lewis Crocker's like this, just patting everything down, walking him down, Liam Paro snapping the jab. Lewis Crocker swings, they tie up right now. Referee comes in, do your job, breaks him up. Lewis Crocker steps to Liam Paro. Oh my goodness, nice little shot over the top by Lewis Crocker. And Liam Paro wore it well. It didn't seem to bother him. And here comes Liam Paro. Boom, boom, 1-2, uppercut on the inside. And Lewis Crocker tied up right there when Liam Paro was swinging, right? Here comes Lewis Crocker again. Just in the high guard, forward. They tangle up right now. He hits him. Ref, stop it. Liam Paro back on his bike, using his footwork. Here comes Lewis Crocker, punching strong, down like this, just punching, relentless, coming forward. It's always in Liam Paro's face. Here comes Lewis Crocker. And Liam Paro, you got to stay strong, son. Liam Paro, get off the ropes, bro. Oh, he just took 2 big shots from Lewis Crocker. And Liam Paro answers back. Been here before. That 7th round in Puerto Rico against Sabrina Matias, he wanted to quit, but he kept going on. His coach talked him into going on, son, and he won the fight. So he's been battle tested, Liam Paro. Ooh, come on. I think I'm seeing a chink finally cracking Lewis Crocker's armor. He's a little bit slower. He's still there. He's got energy, but his punches are coming up a little bit more labored. Now Liam Paro needs to box here. This is where you wanted Lewis Crocker. This is where you wanted Lewis Crocker. Here we go. He wasn't going to be that strong the whole fight, Liam Paro. You had to fucking survive. You had to stay the course. Liam Paro, now you got a box. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Nice block right there by Liam Paro. Going forward. Come on, Liam Paro. Lewis Crocker looks like he's slowing down. Here we go, Liam Paro. Here we go. Here we go, baby. This is a fight. Man, Lewis Crocker a lot stronger than I thought, bro. That fucking Scottish dude. Strong. He's strong, man. That was a good shot by Lewis Crocker right there over the top. That was that one in the beginning of the round. He tagged him, and fucking Liam Paro took that. But he gave, look at that punch right there. He just punches Liam Paro once. He gave Liam Paro fucking a mouse under his eye with that shot. That was that punch that did that. So Lewis Crocker's cracking, bro. Liam Paro's the little engine that could. Remember, he moves up in weight to fight Lewis Crocker. Remember this. Liam Paro was going up after losing the belt and finding a new home in another weight division. Lewis Crocker's very big for this division. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. I've actually met Liam Paro. I stood next to him. I interviewed him. I talked to Liam Paro. I know how big Liam Paro is. Like I've stood next to him. So Lewis Crocker is big for this division. Nice shot by Liam Paro. 1-2, pop. And Lewis Crocker is coming forward. He just missed with that jab, Lewis Crocker. And he's just trying to get close to Liam Paro because he wants to deliver the pain. He wants to bring the pain to Liam Paro. Ooh, Lewis Crocker, man. He's just coming forward. Liam Paro staying, very, very much in a boxer's demeanor. Like he's trying to stay calm under pressure. You feel me? He's working good right now. He's moving his hands around. Lewis Crocker is like, he's throwing punches, but it's like one big punch. Not like Hellacious big, but like big, like strong. Like that's the word I'm using for. Like one strong punch after another. And Lewis Crocker is just, ooh, Lewis Crocker hit Liam Paul with a nice shot, another left in the same eye. You got to watch it, kid. That eye might close on you. Another shot in the same eye. He's targeting Liam Quarro's eye now. Lewis Crocker. He's bringing the pain. Lewis Crocker is bringing the pain to Liam Paro out there in Australia. Nice shot by Liam Paro. Backs him up. But Liam Paro's punches they're not creating any damage on Lewis Crocker. I'm not going to say that Lewis Crocker's beating the shit out of Liam Paro and putting mad damage, but he's got two little marks on both eyes already. So at least that's apparent. A couple more punches that shit under his eye might cut. Wow, a lot of pressure by Lewis, putting a lot of pressure on Liam Paro right now, backing him up. Liam Paro finds himself always on his bike. Lewis Crocker's just swinging big. That's all he's doing. It's nothing real skillful per se. It's just a lot of pressure and hard punching. Hey, this is boxing, man. And Liam Paro's gonna have to deal with this shit. Oh shit, Lewis Crocker just tagged him. Liam Paro tagged him. I think Liam Paro lost that round. I think he lost the round. Liam Paro's starting to fade a little now. Lewis Crocker is starting to feel it. Lewis Crocker gave a lot in that round. Lewis Crocker is actually bleeding out of his ear from inside. Could his liquid? No, it just looks like a cut. It's not coming from the inside of the ear, is it? Yo, I don't even want to try to say the word right now because I'll say it wrong. Equilibrium is off. I'm not sure if that's what it is. Look at Liam Paul. He's a little busted up, bro. Come on, Liam Paul. You gotta pull it all together in front of your country. You gotta get it together, baby. Oh, I'm starting to see the damage on Lewis's face too. He's got some damage too. So strike that. He's bleeding out his ear and he's got a damaged eye. So Liam Paro is tagging him with some good shit. Lewis is just wearing it real well. He's got that leather skin too. That Scottish skin. You got to hit him with a sword right in the face. You know what I'm saying? That's what he shaves with, a whole sword. Yeah, fucking Scottish. You know, shout out to you guys. Tough dudes. Liam Paro circling out right now. We are in the 10th round, and he's up against the ropes right now. A little head clash right there. Small head clash. Referee breaks him up. Liam Paro takes the center of the ring. Boom, boom, 1-2. Lewis Crocker shows up in the high guard, coming forward. Nice shot by Lewis Crocker on the inside. Liam Paro circles out with his feet. Starts to use the jab, but he's that lazy jab he's throwing, Liam Paro. I don't like it. You're gonna get fucking caught doing some dumb shit against a more sharper fighter. A lazy jab will get you fucked up. When you throw that jab, you got to have some purpose behind it. Either you're using it as a rangefinder, as a powerful jab, a probing jab, a circling jab. You got to use it. All that fucking soft shit like this, he's gonna come over the top on you. He's gonna hurt you. Lucky that Lewis Crocker's a big fatigue now. We're in the 10th round, and he just didn't catch him. Like a young, slick fighter like Abdullah Mason, Keyshawn Davis will knock you out. You do a lazy jab like that. Go ahead and do that against those dudes. He's gonna put you on your ass. Abdullah will put you on your ass, and he's shown it. You can't throw a lazy jab to Abdullah Mason. It's gonna knock you out. But when you're tired and you're this far in the fight, sometime 10th round, you know, nice shot by Liam Parr on the inside. Lewis Crocker snaps his head back. Referee breaks him up. Both fighters in the center of the ring. Liam Parr comes forward. Bam, bam, 1-2. Hits gloves. Boom. Nice. Oh, nice block by Liam Parr. Lewis Crocker's trying to swing big. Now he sees that Liam Parr is starting to slow down, and Lewis Crocker is putting a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure. Come on, guys. Hit this like button for me. We up here in the morning. I'm up here talking boxing talk with you. Can I at least get that like? Come on, people. Come on, Liam Parr. Man, he spit out his mouthpiece. He's tired now. Liam Parr, you got to dig deep, baby. You got to dig deep. Liam Parr needs a vacation. Oh, look at him. Come on, Liam Parr. Liam Parr is doing better headshots, but Crocker got the better body shots right now in total. So they're saying copy box stats is like Liam Parr has thrown double the amount of punches. Lewis Crocker threw 475 punches, I think that said, and Liam Parr threw 800 and something punches in the fight. Lewis Crocker is relentless. He's coming out for. We're in the 11th round. This is where champions are made. These are championship rounds, and Lewis Crocker's coming out strong. He's already snapped back Liam Parr's head, and he's chasing him. Liam Parr's on his bike. He's going back, forward, forward. Lewis Crocker's coming forward, swinging very strong. He knows that these are the championship rounds, and everything's on the line, and he wants to go back to Scottish with his belt. And he knows that the Aussies ain't going to give him and show him any love. So Lewis Crocker's coming out there and he's putting a lot of pressure. He just hit Liam Parr with a straight right and snapped his head back. Ian Puerto has not landed a punch so far. He has been on his bike, mostly trying to block the attack of Lewis Crocker. He pops out the jab, and Lewis Crocker is coming forward, coming forward. And right when I thought that Lewis Crocker was starting to like look a little, he looks like he got a second win, and he's putting the Beats by Dre on Liam Paro. He hit him with a body shot, hit him on the top. Liam Paro is running. He's on his bike, running away from the action. We have 1 minute and 42 seconds in the 11th round, and Liam Paro, it looks hurt. That eye might be really fucked up. And Lewis Crocker and Liam Paro just snapped him with a jab, and here comes Liam Paro. Maybe he just let Lewis Crocker have the first half of the round. Maybe he's going to try to take him in the second part. Let's see what happens. Liam Paro's got to let his hands go right now. These are championship rounds. You got to let your hands go. You got to let your hands go, son. Bing, bang, 1-2. And here comes Lewis Crocker going forward. Liam Paro going back at his head, snap back, throws a combination, but doesn't really land. Liam Paro, you got to dig deep, son. Lewis Crocker comes out with, has Liam Paro in the corner and swing, swing, swing. And remarkably, Liam Paro got the better of the exchange in the corner there. Lewis Crocker missed those shots, and Liam Paro hit him with a slick little uppercut and spun off the ropes. Nice little. And Lewis Crocker is just punching. Oh, what the fuck is this? Headshot behind the head. They calling a timeout for Liam Paro? Oh, Liam Paro looks hurt. He got hit. The doctor's checking him out. He got hit behind the head. Okay, and they're gonna let the fight continue. The doctor checked him out. I guess they gave him a strong warning for punching behind the head, Lewis Crocker. And Lewis Crocker's just swinging. He thinks he has Liam Paro hurt, and he is coming relentless. Liam Paro. But after the break, he thinks he was hurting. Lewis just attacked him. Liam Paro circling out using his feet. This is not a good look for Liam Paro. But Lewis Crocker's not careful. He might give too much. Lewis Crocker won that round. Liam Paro's letting this fight slip away. Liam Paro, you got to win these last rounds, bro. You got to win these championship rounds. This is where the champions are made. This is the 12th and final round right here. We are entering the 12th and final round. We Liam Paro, Lewis Crocker for the IBF title out here in Australia. I'm going to tell you guys right now, this could be anybody's fight. This could be anybody's fight. There were a lot of rounds that were swing rounds. And then I think that Liam Paro did good in the first half of the fight. Then Lewis Crocker had a little bit. Then Liam Paro had a little bit of success. Now Lewis Crocker is winning what I believe is the most important part of the fight. It's what the judges see last. You understand? And I think that here we go. Last round. Lewis Crocker, Liam Paro. They both meet at the center of the ring. And Lewis is just coming forward. Liam Paro's on his bike. Liam Paro's got to bite down on the gun shield. He's got to sell out, but just to win this round. Sell out to win this round. Win this round. Win this championship round. You win the belt. Whoever wins this round is going to win this belt. Come on, Liam Paro. You just got to say, fuck it. Swing strong, bro. It's, well, right now, they are chasing each other around in the ring, but big right hand by Lewis Crocker that tagged Liam Paro. See, Liam Paro, he has to move his head better on when he's standing straight up. He's there to be hit. He's got a lot of good movement, but not great head movement. Uh, Once he stops, he stays, and I think Lewis Crocker caught on to that. But Liam Paro right now, you got to do a little bit more this round for me because Lewis Crocker is landing some pretty eye-catching shots right now, and he caught him with a couple big shots. And Lewis Crocker has the intensity right now of the fight. Lewis Crocker is fighting like he wants to win, and Liam Paro is holding on to his hand for dear life. I think I see some blood. Oh yeah, Liam Paro is cut. Paro is cut bad, real bad. Oh, he's busting Liam Paro up. I think Liam Paro just let this fight. Oh, that's a nasty cut. That is a nasty cut. Was that a punch? Here comes Lewis Crocker coming strong. Liam Paro, you got to do something, kid. You got to do something right now, kid. Oh, no. He's being chased around the ring, and all you see, there you go, Liam Paro. Come. Liam Paro, you motherfucking fight, bro. Fucking fight, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, Liam Paro. Just fight, bro. Just let your hands go, bro. Oh, bro. 15 seconds left in the fight. You're really gonna let the judges see this man chase you around, Liam Paul, like that? Damn, Liam. Good fight, good fight. Let's see if Lewis Crocker did enough. Let's see if he did enough. What's up in the building, everybody? Thank you for tuning in here at Round One Sports TV. You know we up at 'em watching boxing, a little coffee and boxing in the morning, a little violence and coffee. My kind of morning. You know what I'm saying? Let's see who wins this fight. Excuse me, gentlemen. Let me light this up. I don't like to do it on the air. YouTube gives me a lot of shit about it. So I want to smoke. So let me just put this right here. I'm not gonna keep it off the whole time. I'll just in between drags and shit. I'll do that so that you guys have something to watch. But you guys know how it is when you're like the smaller channels and shit. YouTube won't like they be sending me things about me smoking and swearing and shit. I gotta like cut it down. So until I get big enough where I can, I got my own fan base, my own 20,000 people coming in, no matter if I smoke or swear, then they can't stop me. But they won't push the video out if I'm smoking. Yeah. So, oh, what a great fight though, man. A lot of back and forth exchange. Lewis Crocker really showed his toughness, his durability. He's a strong guy. He's a strong guy. And to be honest with you, I seen him break down Liam Paro. Yeah. Liam Paro got that dog in him, but not that kind of dog. You know, uh I would say he's tough enough, yes. He's a dog, Liam Paro, yes. He's just not the most ferocious dog. You understand what I'm saying? You could be a dog and you could be a chihuahua, you could be a dog and you be a pit bull. You're still a dog though, right? Okay. So here we go. We're going to they're about to announce the winner. I should put some volume on this so that you guys can hear it as well. Hopefully they won't copyright me for this. 50, 30. Liam Paro beat him. All three judges. 115, 113. Liam Paro won this fight. He's a world champion again. I was nervous for those early rounds. A lot of those rounds were swing rounds. And you went off to Australia to fight him. Wow. Wow, I'm a little stunned. How do you guys feel about this decision? Do you think the right man won? You look like I was trying. Oh, let me turn this off right here. All right. First of all, do you guys feel like the right man won this fight? Okay. I gotta stop watching these ring card girls because then I'm not gonna be able to talk because these ring card girls are something else. Anyway, I gotta stop. Hey, listen. Yo, listen, fight fans. Do me a favor, hit this like button for the early show. We the real boxing. You know what I'm saying? We up early watching boxing. If you up early right now watching boxing with me, then you are a hardcore. You are a hardcore. Don't let them call you casual. No, because you up early supporting boxing. Listen, what do you see at the end? It's the last impression of what you saw. It can, that's why they when they do the judging, they do scorecards. They do it on a round by round basis so that they can, you know, already have the winners of that round and stuff, so that you don't have to think back in the scoring system. But it's really tough, you know, um, to go to somebody's home country and fight them. As you can see, the referees and everything. One was, I think, Japanese, one of the refs. I think that Lewis Crocker did good work in the fight. I think he won his fair share of rounds. I think the fight was a lot closer than than I thought. 115, 113 sounds about right. Sounds about right. I think that 115, 113 could have went either way, at some point. I'm gonna go back and watch the fight again. Remember, I call the fight as a commentator. I get lost in the action. You know, um, especially my sport, my warrior spirit. You'll see it come out. I'll get mad when I'm seeing something like I want the guy to do more. But when you're fighting, it's a lot easier said than done. You have to add in the elements that they have been taking punches for over 10 to 11 rounds by that point. They are also fatigued, tired, things like that. So, you know, we're not robots. You understand? And so, but hard fought night of boxing here for Liam Paro and Lewis Crocker. Lewis Crocker, you got my respect, bro. That Scottish dude was a lot tougher than I thought, man. I thought Liam Paro was going to come in here and wipe him down. No, he did not. No, he did not. And I also feel that Lewis Crocker, had this fight been over there, he wins this fight. If this fight was over where Lewis Crocker's from, he wins this fight. I think so. Because I think that the crowd and everything, the ambience, the people that are cheering for that guy, every punch Liam Paro throws, it's over. The crowd is like, for everything, and it could really influence the judging. The judges are hearing this. Obviously, every time Lewis Crocker throws, they're not like all up in, they're this quiet and shit. So, look, congratulations to Liam Paro. I'm gonna reach out to him, see if I can get him to come on the show. I've had Liam Paro on the show before. So actually, his coach, the guy with the glass, man, I lost that number, man. I lost that phone. I had his number, the coach's number, but I had lost that phone. And back then, when I was in Puerto Rico, like 2, 3 years ago, that Apple account I had abandoned it because once again I didn't know the passcode for that. So I lost all those contacts back then. I knew that. That's when I was brand new to Apple products, and I just had got like my first Apple phone. They were like a recommended security code. I was like, yeah, that sounds right. 10. You're never gonna remember that shit or guess it. You better get that shit tattooed on you. Yo, man, had lost that. But listen, great morning of boxing, depending where you are in the world and where you're watching. Thank you for tuning in. Please let me know where you're watching the fight from. Where are you watching this fight from? Type it in the chat for me. If you think that the right guy won, type it in the chat. Let me know your opinions. Let me know. Do you think that the right guy won this fight? Do you think that the decision was the correct one? And the scoring was on point. All three judges had it 115, 113 across the board. So, you know, I think that Liam Paro did a lot of good work too on the inside. I was telling you guys, in the first half of the fight, it looked like Lewis Crocker hurt himself. Look at Tim Zoo. Yeah, Tim Zoo's mad happy. Tim Tszú's mad happy for his countrymen. Yes, he is. Tim Tszú's got a big fight coming up with Errol Spence Jr. And then you got another fight coming up in New York City with Xander Zayas and Iran Butsenis. You know, um, I've been talking about that fight for a very long time. Xander, Jaron Butsenis, New York City, Barclays Center. I will be in attendance for that fight. I will be in the building. Yeah, boy, will be in the building for sure. It's in the building. So listen, you know, I've made a lot of videos, and unless you're gonna be up in the morning watching this video right here, you're never gonna know about what I said. You can clip it later and call me out on it, of course, because I'm actually saying it on live. So I'm not gonna be an idiot and be like, I'm gonna say something in the morning and just hope nobody ever hears from it. But if you never watch it, you don't know about it, well then you won't hear this side of it. Okay? Because I'm not gonna say it on live on like with the thumbnail, Sabria Matias and Jaron Butsenis, because I wouldn't want it to get back, right now to Xander. This can get back to Xander's crew and them weeks later or whatever. I won't give a fuck. Just not now. Just not now. Um, so I'm gonna sneak this little breakdown in with the Xander and Jaron Butsenis in on this right here in the morning. I'm gonna sneak it in. I don't, and you can question me this out after the fight on Saturday in New York City. Look, hmm, Xander's in a lot of trouble. He's in a lot of trouble, man. Well, like, you know, I come out and I make my videos and everything, and I promote Xander, um, Puerto Rican boxing and everything. But you guys know that I'm not gonna be biased. Um, Favoritism is one thing, but bias is another. You can have pride for your country and still not be biased. That's just being prideful. People will mistake that for being biased. They'll try to throw the word bias on your pride to make you feel ashamed of who you are or your country. Never allow someone to put you in a box. And that just because you don't know how to break down the difference between being prideful and biased, since you can't identify that, that's on you. You understand me? So I'm not biased. I'm prideful. I think Xander is a great boxer. I think that Xander is a great student. I think he has a good team. I think Jaron Butsenis might be um, a bit more further and polished in boxing than in creativity in that way, in creativity style of boxing. He's more polished and further than Xander. Boxing fundamentals, the right way to do it, Xander got that down pat. But there's something about fighting and the flow of the fight and like, you know, punching in between shots and so forth. And I think he's a lot better than Xander in that aspect. I have a lot of fear for Xander in this fight. Truth be told, Xander could get stopped in this fight. He could. He could get stopped. Yeah. Um, Xander might be not so fast. The only thing I think that Xander could have is that if Jerron Boots starts to fade, you got to remember that Xander has not had a lot of 12 round experience. He's had 12 round championship fights. I think the Perez fight was actually like his first 12 round fight. Um, Xander doesn't have the kind of experience in the ring that if Jerron Boots puts him in certain situations in boxing, Xander can get clipped with a lot of shots. Xander made the statement that Jerron gets hit a lot. I think what we're about to see is Jerron Boots really flowing between Xander's guard. It's going to be up to Xander to stop him. I think that Xander's going to have to weather the first half of the fight. It's going to be maybe he'll win a round in there or two from 1 to 6. I think Jerron Boots will win the better half of the first part. I'm prepared to watch that. What I think hopefully happens in Xander's case is that he closes strong. That he closes really strong. I'm hoping he gets to clip Jerron Boots. He needs to find a way to slow him down. He's got to get some of that movement to stop. Xander in his own right got good footwork. Footwork is not going to win the fight. When Jerron Boots talents hides his mistakes in the ring. There's a lot of things that Jerron Boots does in the ring wrong. Just because he does them wrong, uh, everybody thinks they can capitalize on his mistake until you're in the ring with him. When you finally get in the ring with Jerron Boots you're going to realize that his skills, his twitch like movement, his hip waist movement, it hides all his mistakes. Him crossing his feet, crosswalking to you. Um, uh, he can overextend in a lot of shots. He'll stay in the pocket sometimes, try to exchange with you. Um, so a lot of the mistakes that he actually does, just because you can see them, doesn't mean that the boxer can capitalize on his mistakes. No, Jerron's gonna rock forward and back like this in the fight, and he's gonna use what we call a pull counter system. He's going to try to appear that he's closer to Xander. Xander's going to swing. He's going to rock back. He's going to come back in. He's going to try to catch Xander. Enough shots like that is going to hurt Xander. The guy, I was talking with a guy on the Boxing Voice, and he said that Xander was going to have to be perfect um, throughout the fight because that the Jerron Boutenis would hit him with a shot and hurt Xander. And I was like, bro, what are you talking about? He just one punch power, right? I tried to like push that all away, right? But the truth of the matter is, he's gonna have to stay sharp. Jerron Boots hits hard, and I went back on interviews and fights, and I saw what the guys had to say about Jerron Boots power. You know, when I think who was it? David was it David that fought Errol Spence Jr. and then fought Jerron Boots and he said, um, Errol Spence Jr. is not punching like Jerron Boots he said. He said, in comparison, Jerron Ennis hits harder than Errol Spence Jr., the fighter that fought both of them. So you start to like get a pattern of you try to do your investigation of actually how hard does Jerron Boots punch. fighter after fighter after fighter after fighter after fighter are saying the same thing. It starts to worry me about, you know, could his power be that powerful in the new weight division? Look, I'm not gonna know that until the night of the fight. What I do know, this is only one weight jump. Now, one weight jump in itself can be real tricky. You have to understand that any man in the world, as a boxer, female or male, I don't know about females, right? I'm not going to stamp that. But only a 1% of men that enter boxing ever become a world champion. Even fewer become multiple division world champions. Okay? Out of 2,200 guys that are registered in one division, 1%, 2,500 will become a world champion. That's the statistic numbers to that. It's not all of you or half of you or man, nah. It's a real small margin. So when I see Jerron Boutin is moving up the one weight division with the gloves that are exchange, the equipment changes, and Xander's been punching with 10-ounce gloves basically his whole career. So I think that this is gonna be a tough fight for Xander, bro. Damn, man. Fucking Xander, bro. Why the fuck did you have to pick this motherfucker, bro? It's not that I'm scared for the fact for Xander, like he'll never beat Jerome Busenis. He just might be a little too green. And I don't mean it green like that to use that word. He's just not as seasoned as Jerome Busenis just yet. I think at 26 years old, 27 years old, Xander would be right there with him. I'm a little worried about. See, I'm not worried about Xander's fighting warrior spirit. His warrior spirit and his confidence is that of a champion that's been champion for 10 years. Xander, the way he carries himself, the way he believes in himself. I'm never questioning that. That's a lock. You could see the type of fighter he believes he is. Now, it's one thing to believe in yourself. It's another thing to back it up by your set of skills. The problem is that Xander's in a tricky situation in his boxing career, a real tricky one, where that you can see he's ahead of the curve. Xander is ahead of his time. For kids that are 21, 22 years old, he's ahead of the curve. But you ever get that kid in the neighborhood that he looks older, he hangs around with the adults, but he's all of 14 years old. And the adults are treating that 14-year-old kid like a kid because he's mature, he acts like an adult, he speaks like one. You see those young men. Some of these kids mature a lot faster. They don't want to hang around with kids. They're already hanging around with grown men. 14, 15. You shouldn't be hanging around with grown men, bro. You should be hanging around with kids that are your age, 14, 15 years old. But they are awkward to you because they're not mature on your level. So, yes, Xander is mature for his age. Xander is ahead of the curve for his age. But his understanding of boxing sometimes has to come through a process. Some athletes instinctively they do this shit, right? Some you got to teach for years for it to become second nature where they don't have to think it through. Where that training allows what training does for you is that when you get in a situation, you don't have to think about blocking. It automatically just goes up. You don't got to think about it. It's just, you are trained to do this shit. You see? So when it comes to, you know, training and experience, the one thing in life you cannot buy is experience. It's the one thing money can't buy. I can go through everything in life for you, write a fucking book, all my experience, and I could put it in a book and you can read it. I am trying to pass on my experiences to you so that you don't do the same mistakes. But there's nothing like hands on that really convinces you, isn't it? Don't touch that stove, it's hot. How hot is it? Don't touch the stove, Edwin. It is hot. I gotta touch it. I gotta touch it. I gotta touch it. No, touch it. Why do you tell me it was hot? I'm telling you it was hot. You got to- You know what I'm saying? Even though people tell you, even though you read the book, you're still gonna touch the stove because there's nothing like experience in life. Please, people, hit that like button for me. So, in boxing, that's what I'm concerned about. Xander's experience. Um, it could always be the next fight for a person to really showcase who they are. You've ever seen a guy win one belt, and just before that, he was a very charity nobody. Then you see the guy come out the next fight, and he's fighting like a champion. He's fighting like what he always believed himself to be. You understand? So, I think, I think, um, man, I'm all over the place right now in my head in this fight right here. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I said all of this, right, to say that everything that I just said is what everybody believes anyway. It's what the odd makers in Las Vegas believe. Who's the favorite in this fight? Jerron Butenis. So it's already expected. The whole world is saying that he's going to win this fight. Well, I'm actually not saying anything in the contrary of what the majority of the boxing world thinks. I have faith, though, in Xander. I have a lot of faith in him. I think that Xander could possibly shock the world. I think Xander could knock down Jerron Butenis. I think he could. Will he knock him down? That, my friend, we would have to see. Accumulation of punches, snapping them back. I think Jerome Butenis is going to be okay against Xander's power, though. I think he's going to be okay against it. Yeah. Look, man, Xander, he took a big fight, bro. He's taking a big fight, man, against this fucking beast, bro. And it's scary. It's scary, man. It all might come to an end right there in New York City, man, for Xander, for that title run anyway. Not his end of his career, just those two belts in particular. Then it's on to the next fight, baby, and then on to the next challenge for Xander. This will sting or hurt for about 10 seconds for me in that day. You know me, man. I don't give a fuck. Of course, I'm gonna have to eat my crow on this to say, yeah, 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 whatever. But it's on to the next fight. We got to cover the next fight. We got to cover the other fighters around the world that be stepping in, other champions. This is not a fucking Xander Zayas show. No, I fucking love the dude. I love Puerto Rican fighters, but that's not what my show's about. As you can see, I'm on you sitting here freaking Liam Paro and Lewis Crocker, right? And it's just I love boxing, and that's what I have a show about. I will always cover as many fights as I can. I can't get them all. Can't get them all. I wish I could. I just don't have a big crew. I'm not fucking ESPN or CBS or the wide leader in sports. I don't have secretaries and camera crews to. I can only watch what I can pay for and see if it's on the DAZN app, like the one I have. I'm not paying for all these subscriptions, man. Paramount Plus, fucking free. Nah, I'm not doing all that. I'm glad that the zone got most of these fighters and promoters, the top guys anyway. But some fights I can watch, some fights I just can't. So I can't cover them all. But I'm gonna do my due diligence, and I love boxing, and if you say, hey, when is and it's a decent guys fighting, I'll go watch. And depending what kind of mood I'm in, shit, I'll watch anybody fight. If I haven't seen boxing or fighting in a long time, start, yo, somebody start fighting. Yo, he said something about your mama. Yo, get them started. You know what I'm saying? I'm like Exxon. I throw gasoline on it. Get them. So it's just you know, I need to watch a fight every now and then. Knockouts never get old. That shit does not get old, right? So a lot of these situations in boxing and stuff, and I'm just gonna wrap it up on Xander and Gerard Boots, man. Um, I'm not gonna come out and give these dudes that satisfaction of me just sitting back and telling them, yeah, man, so what? Jerron Boots is probably better. Fuck it, fuck him. Yeah, I know that. You know that. The world know that. That's why the boxing odds know that. So by me coming out and saying it just to fucking validate your point, go fuck yourself. All right. How about that? And sorry, YouTube, y'all probably gonna be mad at my video now because I get amped. I don't care, bro. Win, lose, or draw, Xander's going out there to fight this man. It don't matter. Don't fucking matter, man. But I wish him the best of luck, man. I still got Xander in the fight. I'm not gonna sway. I'm not changing. I know, if I was putting money, I probably would have, made a different kind of pick here. But I'm not putting money. That way I don't let it affect me. I ain't got nothing to lose. And I don't. As a matter of fact, Xander doesn't pay me or fucking nothing. No, it's about legacy for Puerto Rico. We what? You ain't proud of America? You ain't proud of where you from? The world got you like that? Got you being ashamed of even speaking up and saying that you're a happy Canadian, a happy Russian, a happy Frenchman, a happy Japanese guy? Like what? I would respect that because at least you're man enough to step up and say, people will try to be like, oh, he's racist, oh, he's this, he's that. Shut the hell up, Terrence of the world. I'm tired of these dudes. You know what I'm saying? Trying to guilt shame us for being proud. Fuck out of here, bro. I'm a proud American, and I like competition. I respect my rivals. I love Mexican US boxing, US Puerto Rico boxing, US against anybody boxing. You know what I mean? Fucking love that shit. You know? So um it's competition. When I watch boxing, it's only one question I ask myself: where's the greatest boxer come from of our era right now? What does he look like? I want to see your work. I want to see what you got. What do you got? Show me what you got. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. Legacy, who is actually like pound for pound the best. Um, and yeah, that's what what I'm saying. I watch it like that. They're showing highlights of the Boricua himself right now fighting. So, you know, I wish Xander all the luck in the world. Uh, like I said, I'm not changing. I don't give a fuck if I'm scared or nothing. You got to be a warrior. Win, lose, or draw. Sometimes you got to go into things that situations you might not think you can win. I was in a few fights I didn't think I could win. I'll end up winning the fight. A couple of the fights I surprised myself more than anything. I remember I got into a fight on a basketball court when I was younger, right? Uh, I got hit with the basketball in my face. The dude hit me with the basketball in my face. So after a while, like I met up with this dude again. After a while, uh, and that never sat right with me. Where he threw the basketball and hit me in the face. That never sat right with me. We didn't get in a fight the day he did it, right? And that's what kind of so he was a lot bigger than me. So and he was a lot older. I was like young. I'm talking 17, 18 years old type shit. And he's a grown ass man, like 36, 30. Well, he wasn't that old. He was like 29, 29, 28, like that. He might have been even younger, 27. He just looked older and he was brolic, right? So I remember this. So a while down the line, our paths crossed again. And he tried that same bullshit with me on a fucking basketball court, remarkably. He tried it again. I saw him cock the ball back like that. Bro, I ducked underneath that shit. When he went like that, there was another dude in front of us. It was me, the other guy, and him. He went to take the ball and throw it like this between me and him. I ducked underneath it and hit him like this. Boom. And he dropped. Boom. When he dropped, I saw his cousin. His cousin was there. And he like took a step at me and I moved to him like this and I froze him like this. When he went to get up, I saw him staggered. I attacked him quick because when I saw him, like he got up talking shit, but his legs weren't underneath him, and I attacked him. Boom, boom, and they everybody jumped in, broke it up. But I didn't think I was gonna win, but I wasn't gonna be embarrassed by this dude again. So in that moment, when I hit him and I dropped him the first time, it was over in my head. It was over. Once I know I can hit you and drop you, get up, get up. Oh, I'm gonna fucking put you down, right? Right? It was over in the sense I'm no longer feared him. I'm no longer was like I was nervous to fight him. I didn't fear him to the sense where I feared him to the point where that I didn't throw a punch. No, I didn't fear him like that. I feared him and like, damn man, he might, but just the fact of, you know, I'm not you ain't I'm like in some arguments, motherfucker call you a bitch or something, blah 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 blah. I'm not gonna be too many bitches, bro. Watch your mouth. I'm not gonna be too many of this. I'm not gonna do this too long. Sometimes I might have, you know, but these are just lessons in life, of how there are gonna be fights you're gonna go into. You might not think you're gonna win, but just fucking bite down on your teeth and just go for it. Just think in your head, all right, you're gonna fuck me up? Fine. I'm about to get my ass kicked. But you know what? Take this with you. Take that with you, baby. You know what I'm saying? You might surprise yourself. you know? So I'm not counting Xander out in the fight at all. I think he has remarkable skills, man. Real nervous though. I'm really nervous, man. I'm really nervous for the fight. And this will be the only time I talk like this about it. Show like my real true, as a fan, I don't want to talk ever like in the sense like like not with Xander, right? You always want to talk confident. Secretly, I'm nervous. I'm not nervous to the point where I wouldn't take him in the fight. No, no, no. Win, lose, or draw, I'm riding with Xander. Fuck it. We go down, we go down together. Fuck it. Fuck it. Viva Puerto Rico, puñeta. You know what I'm saying? That's it, baby. That's it. Let's rock. Let's rock out. You know what I mean? Let's go. I'm amped. I'm fucking amped. I need another coffee. Just thinking of the fight, bro. It's just everything that's on the line, bro. In the moment, it's just so big. Um, and I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there, man. Look. That's all you're gonna get out of me. Say if you caught this video, you caught it. Snuck it in on the Liam Paro fucking thing, and I'm gonna embrace it. I'm gonna embrace it. Uh, it's dangerous. This is a dangerous fucking fight. But my young Puerto Rican stallion is gonna come out on top. He's gonna fucking do it, bro. He's gonna do it, man. You know, I don't care if I'm fucking diluting, fucking going crazy, and I'm being biased. Like I don't give a man. Listen, sometimes you gotta be prideful, bro, and it's good to fucking have pride. You know, you don't let people turn your pride into racism. Don't allow them to bring you into these fucking things. Um, I'm just fucking nervous, man. I'm nervous for the young man. Um, I just think he could do it, man. I think he could do it. I think he's strong enough. I think he's big enough. I think you seen how Lewis Parker fight right now and me and Paro, right? Me and Paro was more of the flashier guy. He was more blah blah blah. And Lewis was the more like stiffer dude, stronger, but he still lost the fight. Kind of like how Jaron Buchanan could probably beat Xander on points. If it goes to the decision, it's going to be harder for me to believe Xander's going to beat him on points. Because I think that Jaron Buchanan is going to try to be the more active. Yes, Jaron Buchanan can hurt Xander. Yes, he can. I'm not going to admit that, but at the fight or anything, I don't give a fuck. No, you can't hurt him. You know what I mean? Right? But he can hurt Xander. But I know that Xander can hurt him. That without a fact, I know it. All this little fist theory about Xander, brother, you don't make it that far in boxing and get 2 belts out of a 1% of everybody in the world if you can't crack. You got to have something. If you're not cracking, then you got obvious skills. You're Stephen Kubo Fulton. You know what I'm saying? But you got to have skills. You got to have something. And I just think that I think both these guys can hurt each other. I do. I think Jerron might have a little bit more pop. Maybe he's got a slicker punch selection. I think he's going to hurt Xander with the uppercut. That's going to be the punch, unfortunately, that gives Xander problems. Okay, he can hurt Xander. He can give him problems with the uppercut. I don't, if Xander can fucking stand up to that, you take away the punching power of Jaron Buchanan, what do you have left? What do you have left? You got a guy that's a flashy, but if he doesn't have that power and Karen can roll with it, not everybody has the same kind of jaw. Those two hard fought 24 rounds with Jaron Buchanan might have took something out of Karen. That's why he looked like that in his last fight. He gave a lot fighting Jaron Buchanan. And you could see it on his face after the fight. Jaron was hitting him. Both fighters get caught. Jaron Buchanan has been criticized for being punched, but shit, Xander takes his fair share of punches in a fight. That's just the truth. Um. So yeah, man. Look, guys, I can't wait for this fight. But you know what? To all the people that are like, "Yo, round one, you be saying some crazy shit," you're goddamn right. Sometimes it's necessary. It's fucking necessary. It's necessary for the argument. It's necessary for the fight. It's necessary to promote the fight. What I actually feel inside, I'm sharing with you right now. My worries, my fears, but it's not enough to abandon the mission. Nah, it's not that serious. He's not that far out, Xander. He's not that far out where that I'm like, just not, there's no way he can win, and I'm just being delusional, right? No, we're not in that place. Xander might be a little, there might be a skill gap, a small one. And I can admit that. I can admit that. But there are other things in boxing that can fill in that gap. Xander's got the youth. He's got strength. And remember, Jaron Boots Ennis going into this fight will no longer be 28 years old. Friday is Jaron Boots Ennis' birthday, 29. He's getting older on the way to the fight. And Xander staying 23. Yeah. Look, it's a tough fight. Tough fight, guys. I hope you guys had an interesting morning with me. I hope I gave you something to watch and to be entertained and listen to. Man, hit that like button for me, guys. I know, Ryan. It's all love, but don't hide. What's my chat? I've been over here monologuing and fucking, you know what I mean? All in my feelings about the fight. Frontline's here now. 28-29 is the best prime. Yes. Well, 26, 27, 28, 29 is the best of your prime. 100%. Fucking Jerome Boutenis is right there, and Xander is not there. If you gave me a fucking Xander that was 26, 27, and you put him against Jerome, then I'm like, okay, you got, um, but talented fighters can do talented things, and I believe in talent. I think that Xander is a very, very talented fighter, and he's going to do a lot of great things. So, Perez, good win. He won that. I was watching some of the highlights from earlier boxing matches. I think that Xander is a wow. He beat him for his belt. Mexico beat the Puerto Rican dude for the belt. Puerto Rico down bad. We down bad. Oh no, we down bad. We lost the belt to Mexico. I didn't even see that. We're down bad. We're down bad. Oh no. Oh, Puerto Rico is down bad. We lost the belt, bro. Lost the goddamn belt right there. WBA world title. Damn. Damn. It was just good just a week ago. That's how boxing is. hey, hey, yo. Hey, yo. I know Bull Rider and low key. They gonna let us hear that one. Hey, that's the nature of the beast. That's the game right there. One day you're up, one day you're down. Hey, shit happens. You know what I'm saying? I can take the good with the bad. I can take the good with the bad. You know, Puerto Rico might be down right now, but we'll be up tomorrow. All right? We'll be up again. Yo, frontline, who the fuck was that lost? I was just seeing it, but I saw the flags and I noticed that dude was Puerto Rican and he was Mexico. So, ah, might be down bad right now. You know, Carl won, Will, Paul won. Uh, I mean, it was a great fight. It was a great fight. Let me catch up to some of you guys in the chat right here, real quick, real quick, real quick. Yo, frontline, wanna hop up here, man? What are you doing right now? You think that Xander will frustrate Boots the entire fight and UD win? Possibly, possibly. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. I mean, today's gonna be the only day I give Boots his credit, and I acknowledge the threat that he is. Because the rest of this, from here on in, we going to fight week. That's it. Until fight day, that's it. And we've chosen sides already. That's it. I've picked a side on this side of I'm on my side of the street. And I understand what that entails. And like my family might be bugging with me because some of my family are from Philly. And we have a boxing gym in Philly, you know. So and I get it, but I told them I like just like the Philadelphia Puerto Ricans, you guys are from Philly, then all of you guys get a pass for me because you can't go against your city, right? And sometimes you won't go against your flag, So you're in a tough situation. So all the Philly dudes, you guys can't go wrong in the pick. Either pick with your city or pick with your flag. Whatever way you go, I respect it. So but for me, it's more right now. It's legacy and pride for my fighting country, Puerto Rico. I've kept saying this, and I will continue to say it. We've never owned three of the belts. One guy simultaneously, the best a Puerto Rican fighter to date is have two belts. That's the most we've had. We've been multiple division champions, three division, four division champions. Yes, uh, but we've never owned three belts at one time. So fighting Jerron Butanes, he needs to beat Jerron Butanes to try to fight for one of those belts and be the first Puerto Rican in boxing Puerto Rican history to be the first fighter to do such a thing. The Americans have already done it. Mexico, Japan, those kind of countries have already had that. And congratulations to you guys. I want a piece of the glory. I want my country, my people, my fighters to be able to experience and achieve such a thing. Puerto Rican fighting history, we've had a champion in all 17 divisions. Yes, we've had a world title throughout history in every weight division. I believe there's only a few countries that can say they've ever actually had done that. There's only a few countries, like, countries like Cuba, Colombia, Panama, they can't say that. They don't have enough champions. So we're up there with the big dogs, Puerto Rico for such a small island. We're up there rocking with countries like US, Mexico, UK. You know what I'm saying? We're up there with them, representing Latin fighting for all of us. Mexico, they be representing Latin fighting, and they were in the forefront. But I want a piece of the glory. You know what I'm saying? So here comes my co-host, my biasly driven co-host for line. Let's see what he has to say. Fun,
Yo,
what it do?
what's going on?
What's going on, man?
Yo, what fight you talking about? The Puerto Rican loss. Who you talking about?
Right here on this card, right here, it was saying, okay, I'll rewind it. I'll rewind it. Here, let me rewind. Because I'm watching the zone and the Liam Paro fight. I guess they're showing all the fights that
Yeah,
were
but there was
on
no
the
Puerto
card.
Rican. There was no Puerto Rican on that card.
That's what it just showed right here. Or when
Jo,
what
jo,
was it? Oh, maybe this was another fight. Remember, I got no value, so sometimes I hear these things. Oh, this just hopped right into the next episode of fucking
no,
the
don't, don't,
zone.
don't, don't, don't try to make Mexico look good right now.
No,
Don't.
listen, they just showed it. I
They
swear
just
to God, I should
showed
have read the
what?
names. They just showed it while I was watching. They're gonna
Hold
go
on,
find
because
out about this, and they're gonna come back and
listen,
throw it to us. Watch.
Lewis Crocker lost UD. Demson McKean won by TKO against Liam Taliva. That's not a Puerto Rican. Neither is Dempsey. Luke Modini versus Penku. None of them are Puerto Rican. Vegas Larfield versus Shamal Ram Ajun. None of them Puerto Rican. Riley Candy versus Braden Rawlins. None of them Puerto Rican. Nelson Asofa Solomona versus George Burgess. None of them are Puerto Rican. Stephen Ivick, Caleb Tialu, but not Puerto Rican.
Motherfucker.
And then Javid and McDonald, not Puerto Rican. So what are we
So
talking about here? Are
so
you
it
are you
wasn't
are
on
you
this
are you
card.
are
It
you
wasn't on this card.
No, you're talking about Tito Trinidad's fucking nephew, or whatever he is, Barrero. He got knocked the fuck out. But he wasn't the champion.
Nah, these two dudes, the shows they showed right now. Remember, I got the headset down, so but they showed the Puerto Rico flag, the Mexico flag. They
Nah, he didn't
showed,
fight
I
a
guess,
Mexican. He fought a Moreno.
no. I'm telling you what I saw. You're still stuck on the fight you think. Just
No,
listen to what I'm saying.
I'm stuck on. There was no Puerto Rican that lost to no Mexican fighter as of late. That's what I'm stuck on. So you
Oh.
must have been watching some old shit.
No,
They
man.
must have been showing a highlight about something.
Yes, it must have been a highlight. I think they're doing a rematch or something. But that dude got his ass whooped because that's what they showed. They showed the Puerto Rican dude get knocked out by the
Hey,
Mexican
and
dude.
boxing and rap, I
Hey,
see you in the chat. Don't think you off the hook, Papa.
okay, but check it out. Check it out. I just got a clip. The Puerto Rican dude, when they were announcing it, he was kneeling down, going like that, like praying. And the Mexican dude was standing up, and the Mexican dude won. They put the belt around him. That was what they just showed.
Okay. Well, I don't know what that is.
Yeah. So I got I needed to catch their names, but like I said,
Hey,
all I did was look over and go,
Ryan Jackson,
Mexico beat us?
don't disappear. Don't disappear, Ryan. Ill will, much love, but don't hide. June 28th, we in here. It's either we're gonna eat crow or we're gonna talk our ish. It's gonna be one or the other.
Yeah, now you got me. Now I gotta find this promo because it was definitely in the promo of what I was just watching. Now I'm curious. Now I gotta find it.
Yo,
Now I
boxing
gotta
and rap,
find what
boxing and
what what
rap. He's getting roasted the day of, during the fight, and after the fight. Once they
uh
announce and still, I don't want no excuses from none of the Boots fans. None.
damn, bro. That's
Zero.
gonna be a
You're not gonna get excuses from us at least. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt bad. But you ain't gonna get not one excuse. Oh, there's another narrative.
it's Gonzalez versus Perez.
Who's
It
that?
was June 14th
Who's
when Gonzalez
Perez?
got knocked. Gonzalez
Oh,
versus
Bomba,
Perez.
Bomba, Bomba. Yeah, he didn't get knocked out.
He
That
didn't get
that fight,
knocked out.
no, that
He
fight went
got
the distance and he lost by a split decision. It was a close fight. And if you rewatch that fight, a lot of people think that Bomba won it. So
bro. I just tell you that at the end of the fight, the dude was kneeling down praying, and they called the winner for he didn't knock him out. He
oh
knocked him down in the fight.
yeah, that Bomba fight, that shit. Yeah, but what about the co-main? Talk about that one.
Yeah, well,
Where, Me- where, where, Me- where Mexico got knocked out by a Puerto Rican. Let's go there. Joshua Pagan. Come on.
yeah, yeah,
Come on. Come on.
yeah,
Come
yeah.
on. So we're not down.
So I found it though. At least I found
Okay.
the two
That makes
fighters they
sense.
were talking about. You know what I'm saying? And I cleared it up because I was looking like I'm just watching and I got no volume. I can't
hey,
hear
hey,
what.
hey, ill will. It's all love, brother. It's all love.
So that's
He,
the fight
he's,
they showed.
he
It
says,
was
come on. I'm
Gonzalez
trying to.
versus Perez. Whenever
He
that
said,
happened, and Mexico beat us then.
yeah, I don't care. That's old news. Well, that's old
Yeah,
news.
yeah, yeah.
Ill will
They're
says, come on.
talking.
I'm
I
trying.
guess they're talking about a rematch, dog. Though
Yeah,
that's why they
because it
brought
was
it up,
because they feel that Bomba got
and
robbed.
that's why they brought it up today. And they showed the old clip, and I assumed that it was today. That's what happened.
Yeah, no, that
I
was
assume when
Sunday.
they showed
Sunday.
the old clip why they were talking about Liam Paro, that might have been one of the fights because I was just monologuing, getting all in my feelings about this Xander shit. So it caught me right there. You know what I'm saying? But then I just had to go back and find it and tell you who it was.
Hey, ill will. Oh no, he said, "Come on, I'm trying to be nice." Got me feeling bad for y'all, and you coming at me like this, frontline. Now I gotta come for you. Hey,
Ah,
hey,
hey, yeah,
wait, hey,
get him.
all
You know
smoke
how Frontline
accepted.
is. Will, get him.
All smoke accepted. But just remember, once you open that door, that smoke gonna travel is gonna backdraft right into that room where you coming from.
Yo, hey, yo, Ill Will said he don't give a fuck about no smoke. He got a fucking fire
Yeah,
extinguisher. He
that's
got a
all
fire
right.
extinguisher. He's standing back there with a fire extinguisher, like, what?
That that's
I'm
all
breathing
right. But
smoke.
that fire extinguisher also lets out smoke. Remember that,
Oh,
and
is
it
that what
only
it
comes
is?
in a yeah, and it comes out in a little cylinder. So he's gonna run out of smoke before I run out.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Come
Ill Will
on, come
standing
on,
back
L.
there. He got a
Will.
full fire suit on or
Let, let,
gas
let,
mask.
let,
Like,
Yo,
I'm
let's
good.
get this fight hyped up. Let's get this fight hyped up. I mean, dude, again, I'm talking my shit. I've been on other channels that are boot fans, and I'm standing my ground. Like I'm Team Zayas. Win, lose, or draw, I'm Team Zayas, and
Nah, I'm
a
Team
lot of
Zayas. Win,
them,
lose, or draw, guys.
and a lot of them have been like, "Yo, you got a lot of balls coming in here, but we appreciate that you standing on business." That
Yeah.
being said, at the end of the
Just
day,
like
all this
boxing on
shit,
rap.
yeah, fuck him.
Just like boxing
I'm
on
a,
rap. You see boxing
nah.
on rap?
Yeah, he's
You
trying to
see
pull one
boxing
of
on
me.
rap
He's
in the
like,
chat, right?
I'm rooting for Xander, but Boots too much. All right, boxing on
You
back.
see?
Keep that same energy. Keep that
Nah,
same
nah.
energy.
Hey yo, Frontline. I'm surprised you didn't tell boxing on rap that the boots bus is filled to wait for
Oh
the
no,
next
no, no, no,
one.
no. The Xander train is full. He's got to wait for the Boots train to pull up, and they're running.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, yo, boxing on rap. We're full on the Xander train. Yeah, we're packed. We don't need no more. But the Boots train is coming right up the streets. Get on that motherfucker right there. Hey yo, pull off, pull off.
Yeah,
Boxing a rap. Get off, get off. Get your hand off the handle. And your front line, kick him to the street.
hey, hey, hey,
Now you
hey,
ain't getting
speak,
on the
speak.
bus on the van.
What's going on? Is it me?
It's you. You cutting out. Yeah, you gotta come back and log back in. It's just breaking up. Hey yo, boxing a rap. Fuck that. We got love for you. We're gonna have to sneak you on the train. I don't know, bro. Here comes the conductor. Chill, chill, chill. Just stay right there. Just look forward. Boxing a rap. Pretend like you're looking out the window. He's gonna check your ticket. Hey, yo, boxing a rap. I call out. He's trying to sneak in the chair. You know what I'm saying? He one of the Puerto Ricans, right? He like me. But I'm just choosing to say fuck it and rock with Xander. Because me and boxing on rap, we know. We know who the fuck Jerron Boots Ennis is. And we're mad that it had to be Jerron Boots Ennis. As a Puerto Rican, like we mad. So I'm fucking white knuckling it. I'm just like, fuck it, bro. He's gonna win. Because sitting here bringing this out into the universe, speaking what the fucking rest of the consensus of the world already knows. Deron Boots Ennis is the favorite. So what? I've been an underdog in life. I've been behind the eight ball. I've been in a situation in my life that I said, motherfucker, if you give me the opportunity, I'm going to show up. Right? So when you got a guy like Xander, man, fuck it, bro. Sometimes you got to be willing to rock and die with your flag. I know the obstacle we're against, but I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Xander, you're standing Jerron Boots Ennis, you're standing in the way of me seeing what I want to see and witness for my people. I don't give a fuck, bro. And just because I think that, yeah, he might be in a bigger, harder night, harder fight. Boxing on rap. I'm not asking you to lie to yourself. I'm not asking me to lie to my or be delusional. I'm asking you to have faith.
Nah, we don't need his faith.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
And to all the Puerto Ricans, man, listen, have faith in the young man. Yeah, we can fall. But if we fall, we falling together. If we fall as one. Fuck it. That's pride. That's showing your pride. Don't
Hey,
rock with your guy when your guy's fucking winning all the time. What kind of fan are you?
yup, you gotta ride. You gotta ride
You gotta
like.
rock through all of it, through the bad, the good, everything, bro.
Hey, look at Derek
Through
Cuevas.
love, through it all.
Look at Derek Cuevas.
Listen, man. Sometimes, bro.
I pulled Edwin into Derek Cuevas versus Brian Norman Jr. I'm
He
st-
pulled me into that. He said, sucking me into that. Because you guys know, just because you're Puerto Rican, I'm not gonna rock with you.
I
You know,
am. I don't give a fuck.
he's a biased motherfucker, right? He's gonna go with the
I'm
play.
very.
But there's just I have belief in Xander. I have belief in him. I'm also prideful. And sometimes there'll be that one guy, that one fighter. I hope you ever connect with someone like that in a sport that you like. Win, lose, or draw, I'm gonna rock with him. And Xander's that fighter for me. Oh yeah, in a way, that Japanese dude, he's also that kind of fighter for me. They're the kind of guys that you've already won me over. Like I appreciate the way you operate, the way you move, the way you carry yourself, everything. You're great for the sport. I know my young Puerto Rican young boys and girls that are growing up, that are looking up, they got a good role model in Xander right there to look after. Mommy, I want to be a champion like him, like Xander. You
Hey,
don't see
Edwin.
Xander flashing, wait a minute. You don't see Xander flashing the gold, smacking his girl, crashing cars, drunk on the side of the curb in the street. You don't see that. You don't see a lot of these fighters get up to the top and they lose their mind. We see it all the time. I'm behind Xander for more reasons than one. He is a great role model for our kids. You look up an example. That's who you should mirror yourself after. He's just not just a boxer for me. He checks out a lot of the boxes. And when you're a fighter like that, you got my respect. All fighters got my respect. Anybody that laces it up and gets in the ring, you got my respect. But sometimes there's that one fighter, man, that's really paying the way and doing much more. If I had a kid right now and I was a coach and a trainer, and I'd say, hey, I want you to mirror yourself or look up this guy. Is not going to be Javante Tank Davis. How about that? Huh? I want him to be after Shakur. Shakur was in the building when Face-Off got shot in the head. So when my kid looks him up, that's what I want him to look up. Is that who you want your kid paying attention to? Or how about a fighter that is educated, does the right things, stays out of trouble, is focused, and he shows you what it's like. That if you're going to be a world champion, this is what's going to take. And I'm with Xander for more than just boxing. He's a positive role model, a good example. I'm tired of the system always teaching our kids the next wrong thing and making it cool. Like it's cool to smash your car. It's cool to go to jail for rape and all this other stuff like some of these boxers have. It's cool to do all this other stuff. Yeah, look up to them. The bling bling. Nah, brother. Look up to the Adula Masons of the world. Look up to the Vargases, the Emil General. Look at those kids. Look at that young
Hey,
man, the way
Edwin.
he carries himself. And that, my friend, sometimes it's just you got to watch what you put your kids through. And as a fighter, I believe in them. What's up, Frontline?
Yo, two things I want to address. You brought up Abdullah Mason. You know that Cordina or whatever is not
Joe
fighting.
Cordina.
I heard two different excuses. Either one was that he was having visa issues, and then there's another one that he got an injury. So I don't know, but he's fighting Bell, some dude last name Bell. I forgot his last name. That's number one. Number two, there's a narrative going around with Xander Zayas looking heavy. Number one, Zayas is a well-disciplined champion. He will make weight. There's, like I said, my thing right now is no excuses, and that goes for either party. If Xander loses, there's no excuses. If Boots loses, there's no excuses. I don't want to hear no excuses coming from anybody. David Bell, that's who it is. Ill Will, thank you.
David Bell.
That's the last. So I don't know if it was a minute replacement, but he was, I think, on that card anyways to fight, and they just moved. They shuffled fighters around. So I think it's a much more dangerous fight than Cordino was, or Cordova, whatever his name is.
No, yo, that's a dangerous. I gotta go look up your boy David Bell. I gotta see if this is the right guy that I'm thinking of. Now I gotta go. Thank you for that, because now I gotta go break down.
Ill Will says David Bell dropped from the IBF Eliminator against Andy Cruz to fight Mason.
Yeah, I would drop from an IBF Eliminator to a real title fight. Absolutely. That would be a no-brainer for me. But you want to still fight for the title Eliminator, or do you want to actually fight for the title? Right?
Okay.
Come on.
Hey, Will, thank you. I appreciate it. He says he was on the 16th on the Pacheco card against Andy Cruz. Look at Clarissa. Okay. She says, I have excuses ready for both fighters.
I got 3 excuses ready for both fighters. Albert Bell.
Bro, there's just two. There's just too many fighters to remember all the names.
Crap, they had me fucked up. I was like thinking, where did this guy come from? Hilarious. Okay, that's good to know.
So, yo, it's fight week. I mean, we're days away?
What are we? What's today? Wednesday?
Yeah, we got the press conference tomorrow. We got weigh-ins on Friday. Yeah. And it's fucking fight night Saturday.
Yo, that's gonna be Jerron Boots Ennis' birthday. Friday, the weigh-in.
Yeah, and Xander got a nice surprise for his birthday. Yeah, Xander got a nice surprise.
A fucking uppercut. You know what I'm saying? With a left hook.
He's got an Ann Still trophy for him. He's got an Ann Still. Yeah, he's got a nice. He's gonna give him a participation trophy.
Nah, fuck that, bro. I would give Jerron Boots Ennis the participation trophy, then knock it out his hands and let it break on the floor. You get nothing. You get nothing.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to that. Give him the trophy, then knock it out of his hands. Fuck you. Right?
Yo, that shit will be funny though. If Xander shows up to the press conference,
we ain't cool until after the fight. You know what I'm saying? Until after the fight, now we can be cool and shit. But we ain't giving them no love right now. Nah.
That's gonna be funny if Xander shows up with
that
a
soft
birthday gift.
Shit. Take that shit with you. Take that shit with you, bro.
Yo, imagine he comes to the press conference with some torn on boots, talking about happy birthday, some Timberlands that are raggedy as hell.
Oh yeah, give him the boots and shit. And change his name from Boots to Chocletas. You know what I'm saying? Take that chocolate out and whoop his ass with it.
Yo, in case Xander is listening or watching this after the fact, let's not give him bad influence. The young man, he's a stand-up dude. No. He's very humble. We do the shit talking for him.
Yeah, that's what we do. It's like the Abdullah Masons of the world. He's not a good shit talker because he does his shit talking with his hands in the ring. That's where he does his talking. So, but I like Abdullah Mason, man. I like when young Black Americans look up at a champion, and when they finally look up at Abdullah Mason, man, him and his 5 brothers, shout out to his dad, the way he got them boys. And you look up to them And you're like, man, like they're like kind of like the Gary Antoine Russells and shit. They're good for boxing, bro. You don't see them Russell kids with all the bling bling, all this fucking crazy shit. You know, they just talking boxing shit. My brother's gonna fuck your brother up. I'm gonna do this. That's just boxing shit talking 101. It's applauded. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
what you don't, you know what I'm saying? Look, comparison to AB and this Dean the Great kid. What are our kids watching? What is that? My little 12-year-old son, 14-year-old son, are on the couch watching Dean the Great and fucking AB, a 4th division world champion, do that. When I saw
Yep.
Jamel Charlo calling into a podcast show and telling the content creator to pay him for his interview, that the content creator never called him. He hopped on the show and then demanded the kid to give him money for the interview that he hopped on, all drunk as hell. That's the middleweight champion of the world. Yo, my skin started crawling. What is the middleweight champion of the world begging for money for? Oh my God, bro. I was so embarrassed for him. You know how many times I've watched these guys try to imitate Floyd Mayweather and it come off all trashy? You ever see shit talking when it's like pushed? And you guys got these guys that are arrogant, that actually got a couple dollars, put on these suits, these guys, they got their women, they leave their wife. What message are you sending? When you're looking up and I'm like, son, do not look up to Tank Davis. Study is fighting, but Tank Davis as a person, don't mirror him, son. That's not where you want to be. Because you can come from anywhere in the world and still have sense. You can come from anywhere in the world and know your position. Some of these fighters never asked for this. That's not my problem. You need to recognize the responsibility and the power you hold and the influence you hold on everybody that's watching you. You might have not asked for this responsibility, but you don't have the responsibility to also act like a jerk. You want to do that? Do it off the camera then. If you don't want any part of this and you don't want to be anybody's teacher or anybody's role model, just don't be a fuck up. Because you need to understand your position in life. You got yourself to this. This is what this lifestyle comes with it. Whether you want it or not. You're leading the way in the public where not all of us have that kind of power. But it's just to each his own. Not everybody has to be that way. You're gonna need the guys that fuck up. You're gonna need the ABs of the world. Unfortunately, he's necessary. He's part of the equation of life. AB. Nobody wants to step up and say, "Let me play that role," but somebody has to play it. And through all this, we all learn. But when you're young, you know that you can take in the wrong shit. Well, I've done it. You've done it. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
some of
we
these
all have done
guys
it.
in boxing are some of these guys in boxing are very good for it. But I also understand the assholes of the game. They are also necessary. They are also, unfortunately, they are necessary. Yes, they are. You know,
Yo, shout
everything
out
in
to
life is.
Sasquatch in the building. Ill
Absolutely.
Will says Albert is more dangerous than Cordina on 2 weeks' notice. Top rank dropped out because no one, including Shakur, would fight him. I think he beats Mason. Listen, that's definitely going to be a banger. Um, and he also mentioned in a previous one, he says a 6'2" long wingspan power. Um, I think Mason has his hands full here, but I'm not taking nothing away from Bell at all. I like the kid. I like Mason. That I'm gonna root for Mason. I got Mason winning the fight. Might not be by knockout,
No,
but
whoever, yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, brother.
no,
Listen, whoever
I like
bought
me. I like.
BoxRec, it's not the same.
No, it's not. It's not.
They
And
still
same
got
thing with
George
boxing scene.
Cordina. They're not up on it like they used to be.
Not at
Yeah, the
all.
guys that had it before, they would they would change shit up, and they still got George Cordine fighting Abdullah Mason on BoxRec. It's not even changed. The people that owned it before this, they would have that shit already changed. Yep. Because now I
I don't
gotta go
know.
get
All I know
reminded.
is that that's July
I gotta go
4th. I
look
could
at
care
Albert
less about
Bell's.
July
I gotta go
4th
look at
right
Albert
now.
Bell's fights. Yeah, I gotta go look at his fights. Be reminded what kind of fighter he is. Because Abdullah Mason is gonna be tricky because Abdullah Mason, right? He's a southpaw, right? So, what is he? 5'9"? Abdullah Mason, 5'10",
Uh,
something like
I don't
that.
have the stats in front of me.
Okay, I think he's like 5'9", 5'10". Abdullah Mason's a southpaw. He's undefeated. Um, Good fighter, young though. Same thing that I view with Xander Zayas. As a matter of fact, Xander and Abdullah kind of came up with Top Rank and fought on different cards together. So they're part of their same era, that same crew. Those are the guys that are coming the next wave. So Abdullah Mason, I'm a fan. I am a fan of Abdullah. I like everything about him. I think he's kind of like what's his name? Um Hagler. And I don't know if I went too far back for you guys, but them tall, skinny, Flacco kind of guys that can move type dudes that got a big punch. Um, not Hagler, not Hagler, not Marvelous Hagler, but Hitman Hearns. I'm sorry, like a Hitman Hearns, like the tall, skinny Hitman Hearns. I was thinking who he fought, and I yelled out, blurred out Hagler's name, but like a Hitman Hearn, like Abdullah Mason, like them tall, skinny dudes that can crack. Um, he's he's got that Hitman Hearn swagger, but um Hitman was more of a power puncher, like a straight to the, he was trying to hurt you. Abdullah will is more slick, box, um, but he's flashy. If you go back and you watch some of Abdullah Mason's fights, and I was talking about it in the Amparo fight, that if you throw a lazy jab to Abdullah, he's gonna knock you out. What was that guy's name that threw that lazy jab and Abdullah just rocked back like this and went pow and dropped him? Abdullah's well seasoned and things like that, but he's also young in the game. Well, you could set traps on Abdullah. You could lure him into something. His him being an eagle. He's such a eagle, right? That he's like he's a young eagle, and young eagles will make mistakes trying to hunt for a fish. They'll make a mistake, you know. And Abdullah's like when he's flowing, he might get lost in the fact that he's winning, and a veteran fighter can walk him into a shot. Abdullah, So, but he's been out of the ring for a little while now, and he's just been preparing and working on his craft. I'm prepared to see a better version of Abdullah Mason the next time out. I think he's gonna add new wrinkles to his fighting. Um, we'll see. We'll see. Time will tell. There's also a situation with Abdullah Mason that I want to see. Is it a case where that his father has brought him as far as he's gonna take him with that team, or is that team gonna turn into world championship team together? Is the team and Abdullah gonna mature together that he started with, or will he have to go out like Brian Norman Jr.? and seek out world class training by like a Ronnie Shields. You understand? Because I think that in some situations, Brian Norman Sr. took Brian Norman Jr. as far as he can take him. And it took the son to make the decision to get better like that. That's also a situation that I asked in Xander Zayas' career. It's also a situation where that I'm asking in Abdullah Mason's. Is the team going to grow together, or they going to, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. So there's just a
I
lot of
think
things about boxing. Yep.
I think the Masons are. I mean, the dad. He's no dummy. You know what I'm saying? I
Hmm.
think he's smart enough to understand if he needs to hire outside help. I think he'll reach because he's not one of those dads that's like Brian Norman Jr., Tilfimo Sr., or whatever.
Right.
I think he's one of those dads that knows like, okay, we're
Like a
gonna
Bill
need
Haney.
the fuck about it. No,
Yeah, like
no.
Bill Haney. Bill Haney didn't train his son. He paid everybody else to train him. He played Floyd Sr. to
Okay,
train him. He
well,
went brought him all over the world, around the world. That's Devin Haney's problem. He had too many coaches, like
I
real
think
world
it's
class
more
coaches.
it's more like, for an example, Javier Centeno trains Xander, but in Xander's amateur career, it was his stepfather and Javier Centeno. Um, I think that Abdullah's dad, I think he'll seek outside help once he gets to a certain point where he's like, okay, this fight is tougher than I thought. Let's get another pair of eyes. Um, Ill Will says, I hope Mason wins. I just think he's too young. I hate to say, because he's a champ. I don't know if he can keep closing the gap on him. Um, Again, I'm gonna back that up by saying the Xander and Boots fight. It's gonna be a corners fight. I've said it since day one.
Right.
It's what corner comes up with the better game plan and
Hmm.
what boxer executes that game plan. And I think just based on what we've seen with Javier Centeno, he took Cambosis to victory versus Tio,
Right.
and Boozy took Andy Cruz to defeat versus
Right.
Murataya.
Right.
That doesn't say anything, but that just goes to show that sometimes a well played game plan and a well executed by the boxer can kind of oversee the other stuff that other people are looking at.
Right.
Um,
Right. Right.
and I'm talking my shit, you're talking your shit. People in the chat, Ill Will, boxing on rap. I mean, I could go. I got a long list of people. They're each talking their shit. We're all talking our shit, but at the end of the day, we're man enough to say that it is a 50-50 fight. It's a lot closer than what people think. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
I,
I mean,
obviously, we're gonna hype our guys up. That's what
mhm,
us fans need to do is
that's what
hype
we
our
do.
guy up.
Yeah, I need boxing and rap to say what he says so that other fans of it would be interested in what are these guys talking about and what this fight and this and that. Boxing and rap, if you don't, eventually we'll get to know each other. I'll see you at probably eventually in the future on fights and shit. You know what I'm saying? Always, like I say, when if I do meet you in real life, boxing and rap is your ultra ego. I want to get to know who the fuck you are as a man first before we even start talking boxing. All right? All right. Is that out of the way? Look, it's nothing ever that you say on a video or anything. I might take a sarcastic rebuttal to your comment, or you might do the same for me. But it's all in the love of broadcasting and promoting fights, ain't it? Ain't what we in these channels do? What are we doing? Promoting boxing when the rest of the world never had that. You watch ESPN and all this shit for NBA, NFL. Did they ever have a boxing channel? No.
Nope.
They had the Ring magazine for a whole bunch of years, and you saw boxing whenever it came on. And when a boxer or champion would win, how would they talk about the fight? In between the NFL and the NBA, they would come up and say, "Hey, so and so won the belt. Now back to the NFL." It wasn't no show with boxing. One dude getting up there every day. This boxer did this, this. No, that's us. That's us. And once they saw we were doing this, now the big fucking networks were like, "Hmm, maybe we should make a boxing channel. You motherfuckers." And we, the fans, we put this shit together. So, boxing and rap to any channel out there. Yeah, you've said some things about me, and I've said some things about you. Thank you. Thank you. Every time you talk my name up, you talking about me. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? And I just want you to let you guys know I fuck with all of you. Never nothing personal. You might say something slick about this, that, but I will not attack your character. I'll attack your comment, but I won't be a dirty motherfucker and attack your character. I can at least promise you that. You don't
Yeah, that's
attack
some
my
low blow shit.
character, you don't attack my character, and I won't attack yours. I can attack your comment. I can be critical and bias or act, say stupid shit about your comment or your post. We always have to understand how to identify the two. When you're attacking somebody's character, I'm out here calling fucking boxing on rap fucking crackhead or something, or saying that he's an alcoholic or that he's drunk. You don't know what he's talking about. That's attacking your character. I don't know that man like that to say that about him. Never met him. That people do that to attack your character to damage your show. I think that's very
That's because
snake
they got
and
nothing else to argue
else
about.
to
That's
do.
the reason why.
Right.
When they start attacking character, is
Character,
because
and
they're
they start talking
losing
about your
either.
mom, your daughter, or
Yeah,
some
yeah,
shit.
that's
That
that's some
is
scumbag
very
shit.
distasteful, but a lot of channels do it. Tell me they don't do that shit.
They do,
How
they
many
do.
times do try to say, you know what I'm saying? Like all them other channels, like that's different. So that's why I always say, and every now and then I take this little break during my time of, commentating and everything, and I come in and I share this. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm probably gonna say something about a comment you made. I'm probably going and you gonna say something about me. This guy don't know what he's talking about. Ooh, I'm with that. I've been jumped in a fucking boxing chat before. I had the entire fucking room come at me. Bro,
Yo,
I'm built
shout
for
out
this
to Ill
shit.
Will. Shout out to
I'm
Ill
built
Will
for
with the
this shit. Let's get it.
shout out to
Hell,
Ill
well,
Will with
my
the $5
man.
super chat.
Got the support
We
in the building.
we want the
Go ahead.
top prime fighters to fight, and now we get it with belts on the line. Support these cards if you ain't going. Buy it. Put the fire sticks away. Facts.
Facts. Facts.
So
Facts.
yo, listen, I want to give a special shout out to my guy Caribe Boxing. Him and I got this little beef going on because him being a fellow Puerto Rican, having a Puerto
What?
Rican channel, him having a Puerto Rican channel, he's standing on business. He's got boots winning. So him and I, we got this little friendly back and forth that we got going on. Shout out to him. And shout out to a new channel that just started. He's got like 50 something subscribers. It's Siegfried Boxing, another Puerto Rican. It's in Spanish. It's a Puerto Rican channel. Shout out to him. He's doing his thing. He just started. He's just talking about current stuff right now to
Yeah.
get his name out there. So if y'all want a Spanish channel. He don't do lives or nothing like that yet. It's just content that he's dropping. But shout out to
Mm-hmm.
him. It's called Siegfried Boxing.
Yeah.
Sigfri
You
Boxing.
want you want to know something, Frontline? When like me and my co-host Frontline, right? And I always tell them like, if you got some shout outs or whatever, do it on my channel and shit. Or if you come on my channel, drop your link in my chat and you can promote it. When I was coming up doing this right here, no channel
Nobody
that I
did
ever
that.
got on, nobody did that for me.
Yeah,
Nobody
we
would
like
give
to
me a
support
shout
our
out.
own.
Nobody would fucking say, "Hey, round one, leave your chat." And I didn't even know how to do it. That when I finally got asked to do it, some of the channels that I started rocking, I became cool with. They're like, "Yo, you leave your thing." I didn't even know how to do that because of the fact that when I was coming up, no one would allow me to do that. They would tell you when you come up, yo, when you come up here, don't shoot out no other channel. Don't.
Nah.
They would
Yo, the
not
boxing
help
community
each
is so
other.
small.
Yeah,
The
they would
boxing
not help
community is so
nobody.
small that we need to
Yo,
help each other out.
bro, they wouldn't even teach me how to do a thumbnail. They would, man, I can't give you the sauce. That's what they would tell me. I can't tell you, like, you got to figure that out on your own. Like, everything I did, all these fucking little things, everything, like, my setup, that's just my artistic. That they didn't have to teach me. I did my own shit.
Like
My
they
shit
say in
fly.
Spanish, Edwin, you did it a pulmón.
That's how I did it. I got it out the mud. I had to. And like now I'm here and I'll give shout outs to people on channels. No one ever did that for me, bro. That
Hey, don't get it
every
twisted, y'all.
subscriber.
Edwin still be fucking up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I do. I do. But I'm learning. I'm learning and every subscriber I got because they came to my channel. You know what I'm saying? I didn't buy no subscribers. I didn't, you might see some channels growing faster than mine. Like, dang, that dude got a lot of subscribers, which they do. They go, they buy 1,000 this week, go like a week without buying none, get a little crowd, get the people thinking, buy another 1,000 the next week, and they do this thing. And yeah, I could have done that. Yeah, I could do that.
Hey, look
But
at what Kaisu
fuck that.
says.
Nah, I
Look
want
at
my guys to be boxing guys.
look at what Kaisu said. He says my mom likes to support me too, but if I wanna be a skydiver, she's gonna condemn me. Xander's skydiving Saturday. Hey, Kai, just be careful. Just be careful what you say
Yo,
because a successful landing can take
that's
that
crazy.
condemnation somewhere else. So be
Yeah.
careful what you say.
My mom would support me in everything too. But if I told my mom I was going to climb up the Statue of Liberty without a parachute, with just my feet, she, don't you get on that? Get your ass down for that. Yeah,
Shit.
you know what I'm
My mom, my parents were the opposite. If I tell
saying?
them I wanted to do something and they knew it was a bad idea, go ahead, do it. Do it. They wanted me to learn from my mistakes.
Yeah, but not to cause you death.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah,
whatever it costs.
my parents would do the same thing. Like my father, like my mother would be like, when he's going down the hill on the bike, and my father would be like, wait, let's see what happens. He'll stop my mom. Like, let's play this out. Let's play this out. Go ahead, son. Go ahead, son. Do your thing. Yeah, yeah, that's my dad. Yes. But if I told my dad I was gonna jump in a ocean and I had three cuts and there were sharks floating, listen, I gotta get my chancleta, Dad. I left it. I lost it. It's right there. My dad's gonna say, son, let the chancleta go. Right? He gonna let me go into my death. But if it's the kind of thing that it's a life teaching lesson where I might get a little boo boo or something, nah, let him learn. Let him learn. Like my dad would walk out the house and my brother was in a fight one time and I went to get in it. And my dad was like, no, Edwin, you guys, you got to learn how to fight one on one. All this fucking jumping shit. No, let your brother fight. It was a great fight while it lasted. It really was. My brother knocked him the fuck out and put him in a trash can. He literally picked him up and put him in a round. Like when I say he put him in trash, he really put him in a trash can. Yeah. So, but yeah, yeah, it's just life lessons sometimes. But
Yep,
if
we
Xander
are
Zayas is bungee
days
jumping or
away.
skydiving, he's got a parachute. Just remember, Xander's got a parachute.
Hey yo, also speaking of channels, yo, shout out to Cam J Network too, though. He's another one. He's a cool dude. He does a lot of boxing content. He's very, very, very unbiased. He doesn't pick sides. He talks about the fight. He talks about the fighters. Yeah, he gives his opinion, but he is very, very unbiased. He lets people talk their shit. He lets people, express their like just like you, Edwin. He let
Yeah,
people, talk their shit and whatever. Now you might get some people in the chat, on the other hand, that might block, certain people. But as far as he goes, he doesn't block nobody. Here, the people that have renters, they know nobody is to be blocked unless you start talking about mothers and family members. Outside of that,
yeah,
in this channel, you could talk your shit. We are not gonna block you. We don't
right.
give a fuck how
Yo,
anybody feels in the chat. You're not to
right.
get blocked in this channel.
Yo, Tim Bradley, my man, is in a weird situation. Let me explain something to you when you
He
talk
switched
about.
up.
Hold
He
on, no, no, no,
switched
no.
up.
Wait. Stop. All right. Unfortunately, Tim Bradley work. He's a company man, and Tim Bradley must say whatever they put on the prompt monitor at work. Okay. Whenever Tim Bradley leaves his job and he does those little videos that you see when he's in his car, that's kind of Tim Bradley. Now, that version of Tim Bradley gets himself in trouble sometimes. He says things in the camera, then he goes back to work, and the boss says, bro, that's not the narrative we're pushing. We're actually saying this. So now you got to go back to your fucking lives and correct this because at your job, while you sit there with the suit, this is what you will be saying. You got to understand that ESPN or whoever's paying him, pay him to read off the prompt monitor. They don't pay you to improvise. No, you were a boxer turned analytic reporter, and we're paying you for a service. Now read the monitor. Don't get cute. He gets in his car while he's driving out of work and starts talking real boxing shit. But what happens? What happens when Tim Bradley hits the other race? And all of a sudden, he looks down on his phone and he's getting a lot of black fruit from his people. Oh, Tim Bradley, bro, you a biased motherfucker. You don't even help the Americans. Now it turns into that. Now, all of a sudden, every day, he's getting this hate mail from the brothers because he picked Xander. And at work, they got Jerron Boots Ennis. Now he's stuck. Tim Bradley. And then it makes the boxer's credibility and what they say, people now they don't believe in them because you got work pulling you in one direction saying something, and you got your people wanting you to say something in this direction, and then you got yourself. Soon, you do that enough times, your word ain't gonna be shit. Max Callahan, you're gonna turn into him. That is exactly what's gonna happen. Nothing Max says now, I even believe. And most boxing people feel the same way. Most hardcores. We don't even listen to him no more. Tim Bradley, you keep doing this, that's where you're going to end up. And I hope somebody clips this and sends that to him. Because Tim Bradley is, when you're in this world, sometimes it's best. And I try to remind myself to be neutral. When they say, Edwin, who do you got? May the best man win. Then you got the fan. Nah. We want to know who you got. May the best man win. Or I'll give credit to both guys. Right? Okay. So in some fights, shit, I'm gonna pick a side. I'm that confident. You know what? This is what boxing did for me. I have confidence in this fighter. I'm not scared to pick a side. And we do that. And in doing so, we're gonna lose some friends. You can't please everybody, right? Tim Bradley is a smart man. He's a very smart man. Somewhere in between all his interviews, there's the truth and a lie. He's got to find out where it is. I learned in life, some people try to talk to you and they call it read between the lines. Some people are bound by some contracts and you can't come out and say it. Have you ever been in that relationship where you walk up to the house and you look at them? If you're in trouble, blink 2 times. Blink. You're not talking, but you are talking, right? You're not to read between the lines sometimes. Sometimes it could go over your head. I think Tim Bradley is trying to talk to us in between the lines. And somewhere in his stories, there's the truth, the lie, a little bit of fiction, some loyalty he feels. Tim Bradley is a brother. You can't turn your back on the brothers. They're not going to like that, bro. Some people are real prideful. You are who you are. Like if I'm a Puerto Rican and I pick against a Puerto Rican, do you know how much shit I get? When I wanted to pick for Brian Norman Jr. with this fight with fucking Frontlines guy, I felt I was backed in a corner in a sense. Because I wanted to show pride. But I knew that, and that's how Tim Bradley is. I've been in these situations. He will be in this situation. It's how you manage it. But I don't think what Tim Bradley doing now, it's making himself look stupid. He literally said this guy was going to win for this reason. Now he's on this guy's. Bro, your word is starting not to, you're going to turn into Max Callahan. You're going to eventually, Tim Bradley. And you're very, very, if you ever heard Tim Bradley call a fight, unless the ESPN, if the guy that they wanted to win, if that guy is actually winning, the guy that they were pushing for, if he's actually winning and they allow Tim to call the fight naturally, he's very smart. Very, very, he can see things in the fight. He knows what he's looking for. When he goes with Andre Ward, that is some of the best commentary about the fight sometimes I see. But when they're on their bullshit and it's obvious that the guy that the network wanted to win, that guy's losing, and they make Tim Bradley and Andre Ward and these people tell a different story, and you're sitting at home and you're saying, what the are they calling? What fight are they watching? I got to turn them off. But when the guy that they're pushing is winning and they're calling the fight like, that duo, Andre Ward and, I don't know who's smarter. I think Andre Ward might got him and expression, like creativity, like explaining it. I think Tim Bradley knows like the nuance. Like I think Tim Bradley gets right to the point. He's right. He's more Tim's smart, man. But Andre Ward he'll give you the why and what he needs to do in the same sentence. Like he'll give you the answer and the problem in the same, and you know what I mean? And Tim, he'll explain what he needs to do. And then he'll say what the other guy needs to do. But they're great. when they're able, when you can tell when hey, you guys, just call the fight. They nasty. Tim and Andre Ward, they're two of my like top, but it's like I said, I read between the lines sometimes and I see that sometimes they be on their bullshit, bro. They because they at work, man. And the boss is like, I said you gotta do what you gotta do, my man. You know what I mean? And it sucks sometimes, but yo, it is what it is, man. But like, um, these are some of these big fights. I don't listen to them to Tim. I like his skill breakdown thoughts. Like like I said, like that's when you get turned off. Are those moments. I understand that. Like I just turn them off then. I'm like fucking Tim and they got they on their bullshit and I turn it off, man. But when you let them when they're like free and the guy that is winning and they're saying exactly what's going on, bro, he's nasty. He ain't no joke. But it's tasteful when it's like you just called like the perfect fight, the fight before. And on the very same card, the next fight is like, who the fuck is these guys talking? Where did the two smart guys go? And they just turn into weirdos, bro. Tim and fucking, they just turn into weirdos, man. And it's like, and you don't know why. They're like, call one fight so intelligently, so, and then the fight you think you're like, what fight are they watching? Like, it be like that, bro. But I understand the the handcuffs that they have. They're working. They're at their job. They're too smart to call that fight like that. There's something going on there. And all of a sudden, they like, and no, they're fucking reading off the monitor now. The boss said, "Up, time to turn tweet." Hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it fucking is, man. Shit, I can't tell you that I wouldn't deny a multi six figure contract, 100,000, $200,000 at the job, fucking salary or whatever. Hey, read this. In Latings boxing news, this guy got his ass kicked. Yeah, I'd be reading it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not sure. Or maybe I wouldn't. Maybe I would be like showbiz. Maybe I'll be up there and I'll have a big enough platform or like Ness where some big networks came to you and you were like, nah, I do better off by myself. That's the guys that they can actually speak for themselves. You get these one guys that they feel like they should be there and they just take the job right away and not realizing the cost of your name. They're destroying your name. I know the money's good. I can imagine those Max Kellerman checks. Them checks is big. Them checks is heavy, baby. And a lot of zeros will help you go to sleep at night. I get it for some men. I've never been in that situation. I fantasize about it. I don't know what I would do. Maybe they'll catch me in a bad mood and I say, go fuck yourself. I don't want your money. I don't know. Maybe I'll be like, sign me up. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You say it's like that one. You ever see that? Well, anyway, for an example, hypothetical example. It's that one kid in your neighborhood. He's like a coward. He's like a coward. I watched him get smacked. He didn't do shit. I watched the dude, his girlfriend cheat on him and tell him I cheated on him with him. He didn't do anything. I seen somebody take his jacket. He didn't do anything. I seen that same kid Same person. Uh, somebody went and threw a grenade and a crowd of people, and he jumped on the grenade and saved everybody else. Type shit. I said hypothetical situation. What my whole point was, the person you least expect to be the hero, the sometimes it turns out to be that way. Sometimes you think this motherfucker ain't doing shit. And he the one that, like in the movie, one of us gotta stay to keep our hand on the button. And all the tough men, all of them, none of them speak up. And that one dude, it's like, oh, I got this. And these they don't even think that the cowards, they done already left the big, when he grabbed, they left. There's a few standing around that are like realizing you're a fucking hero for this one, right? And like, you know what I mean? Like, and sometimes people will surprise you. Sometimes people will surprise you, and sometimes you don't know what you'll do in a situation. You can talk about it, fantasize it, man. If I was in that situation, I would do that. God, life is funny. Fuck around a few years later, you're in that exact situation and you don't do what you said you were going to do. That's fucking life for you. That is life for you. And me, I fantasize, I joke around with situations and shit like that. But honestly, until you're in it, don't say what you won't or will do. Life has a funny way of testing you. When I was younger, I said, I will never do this. I will never smoke. I don't want to smoke your cigarettes or your marijuana. What? What'd you say? What are you doing? I won't drink your liquor. What? What are you doing? Like as a kid, like you learn in life, never say never. Now, don't you? Right? I would always hope my character would say, yo, Edwin, you a real one. You won't sell out. And I realized I saw real ones right in front of me sell out. Dudes I never thought would sell out, man. Dudes I was actually looking up to. So when I saw that, I knew that every man had their price. I stepped back and my ego shrunk a little because I considered myself like, nah, I'm that loyal dude. And I realized loyalty is only based on how you earn it. I might trust in you to give you $20. Go to the store and get me some smokes. But I won't trust you with $10,000 of my money. And loyalty it's a slippery slope. I'm going to stay loyal to you because you're going to lead me to my death? Or should I stay loyal to myself and realize what you're doing is going to cause my death? Like, how far am I willing to go in this situation? If you were my brother, my father, and we were revenging my mother's death, then you got my life because I'm already going on that crusade. So if you want to join me, Dad, we're all in that situation. Then I'm gonna stay loyal to that because I'm loyal to the cause, right? But being loyal in a gang and all these other things, like it's really like, I think you need to be loyal to yourself first and figure it out. Watch the signs in life, the pitfalls, and realize that we're not all perfect. I don't know if I would actually sell out, read into a prompt monitor, and just take the money. I don't know. I guess time will tell if that ever happens. Time will tell what position I would be in. Would I be strong enough in the world to, or would this situation even occur? I might not even get big enough to get there, you know. But it's things that make me think about because that plays into everything else in life. If you're doing one on one thing, then you know. But yeah, well, fight fans, that's my cue. I gotta wrap this up. It's been wonderful talking with you guys this morning. It's always good to talk about other things and boxing and shit, life things itself, you know. But it is a boxing channel, so I want to keep it boxing. But fight fans, we did watch this Liam Paro boxing match with Lewis Crocker. I don't know. Tell me, did the right guy win this fight? I think so. I don't think he won the championship rounds. I don't. I don't. I didn't think that I saw that Lewis Crocker was that far out from the fight. That Liam Paro, you can lose the last rounds. Remember that classic fight with Oscar De La Hoya and Felix Trinidad, where a lot of Felix felt like he was winning the fight. I mean, Oscar felt like he was winning the fight hands down. He decided to get on his bike and run the last 3 rounds. That cost him the fight because Felix Trinidad was not winning that fight, but Oscar gave the fight away. It's always said you want to close out strong, get the last impression. The last impression that I saw, Liam Parr got his eye cut. He was losing them rounds, man. Um, so tell me what you think. Did you guys feel that the right person won? When you're the champion, there's a thing that we say, the champion's nod. But if you do not beat the champion definitively, they're gonna give it. If it's a close one, they're gonna give it to the champion. I didn't feel they did this. Did I get caught up in the moment too much? Did I start losing track of rounds that bad where that in fact, me and Parlo was wiping them down? I gotta go back and watch it. I saw a better fight. I hope I broke down the fight as best as I could. We talked about other fights, different situations, and if you had a good time and you like the vibes, my co-host, everything about support the channel, support the brand. Become a Round One Sports Talk member. I thank you guys for everything. And all your support and everything. I'm gonna be going out to New York City as a fan for the. I will be there for the Jerron Boots Ennis and Xander Zayas fight. I will be in attendance. I'm gonna see what I can do. I'm gonna see if I meet up with Koki on Friday. Marcos wants me to give him a call, but I know how Marcos be. He act like he's too busy wherever he go. But I'm gonna give a call. But I think I'm gonna go out to eat with Koki and his girl. He said something about a Spanish restaurant. Fucking won me over right there. All Marco got to offer is when I'll get you behind the scenes and the weigh-in, and you'll get to meet Jerron Buzenis and Xander Zayas. You know what I'm saying, and take some photos with them, or eating Spanish food from New York. I'm gonna go eat the Spanish food from New York. So listen, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, Coqui, you know what I'm saying? Set it up, bro. I live with an Irish woman. You know how long it's been? I've eaten some roast con pollo and gandules. Stop playing with me, bro. You better have them shits on deck. I like totones, brother. Aguacate. You know what I'm saying? Slice with a little bit of sal ahí. You know what I mean? Un poco pimienta. You know what I'm saying? Una Coca-Cola. Maybe un Coca-Cola champán. Yo no sé. Bien boricua ahí. You know what I'm saying? It's been a while, bro. I need that in my life. What you're offering is to meet the fighters and the weigh-in. Pretty good. Arroz con pollo? Hey, listen, I'm all in. No, bro. You didn't have to tell me. You don't gotta tell me twice. There, so yeah, yeah. Okay, you won. Yeah, you won. You definitely won. So anyway, fight fans, thank you for watching. You know, I will be seeing you guys at this fight. You know what I mean? So yo, fight fans, be great. I'm on to the next one. After this one, here at Round One Sports Talk. It's always been my pleasure. Yo, hit the damn like button for me. Stop being like, oh, I'm just gonna watch the video, not like it. I'm gonna watch it from the outside. Really? Support your boy, bro. Come on, man. Let's go. Peace.